Happy Sunday. Are you bopping as well?
Yeah, yeah, man. I try to enjoy the little moment I have with that tune. It's the one time of the week that I get to hear it, so it makes sense that I just enjoy my moment with it. You know what I mean?
Now, for me now, when did I hear it? On Chubb Stream the other day, and it was like anxiety starts because I'm like, oh shit, have I got my notes together? Today, I just don't
Oh,
care. I'm just like, I'm here bopping to it. I'm just,
you
yeah,
telling me
like,
that
whatever.
it's that tune there gave you a little complex, yeah? That's what you're telling me.
Yeah, man. It was like every time it's like,
Every
got to be
time-
ready, got to be ready.
Oh shit! You start shuffling through paperwork as soon as you hear
That's
that tune.
it. That's it. And then I don't realize that I'm not muted, and then everyone else can hear me shuffling through paperwork too. Or like moving my ashtray, clanking the mic, something. That's normally the way. So how you doing, brothers? How's your weekend been?
Boring, man.
Boring.
Boring.
Nothing
Yeah,
much
because you know
going
what it
on.
is. No, it's not even like that. Yeah, it's like there's been a lot going on, but
Mm,
I'm just locked in one corner, just going through this shit over and over and over and over and over and over.
focus. Proper locked in.
Yeah, it's kind of long, but it's worthwhile once you get, see, like once you get to the point where you've got it locked how you need it to be
Mm,
locked. It's worth all the work you put in it, but for the most part, it's so fucking long. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Most battlers will tell you like that prepping part, long. I like writing.
yeah.
And I do like when I've got it locked in and I can practice it from time to time, but knowing that everything has to be scheduled and I have to put in
Mm,
this much work, it's hard. It is hard, isn't
yeah.
it? This is
I
why
can
I hate
I
when
can
I hate when
imagine.
battlers rap because no, a man could be not as good as Loaded Lux, but he still has to prep, put this together, go through all the things he has to go through to get it right, to go out there and be judged by everybody. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So the longer you do it, the more you kind of appreciate all
That's
the
it.
people that do it than just the ones that are good. Like we're all in this trying to do this thing, and it's
Yeah, got to
tiring.
get that material locked in.
100% fair, like late nights,
Yeah.
missed kind of meetings and things like that. But to me, getting something right that you've planned, there's no better feeling than that.
Mm,
So as long as I'm completing my objectives, I'm
I
feeling
hear
good.
that. So I take it then you didn't get to see, or did you get to see the first round of the tournament? Okay.
No,
Okay.
I
So,
vicariously see everyone else, ask everyone else how it went and rare.
yeah. Okay.
Minute, I'm just looking at the map to see where the Uber guy is, isn't it? Hey, bye.
Okay. Yeah, I can't miss the Uber man. I'm feeling hungry
Yeah.
for you. Big up Troy. Here for a minute before the wrestling comes on. We decided to clash the wrestling. Good
But what
idea.
wrestling is it? I rumbled the other day. So what is it this week, Trey? Is it like
Big up to
survivor?
you, Troy.
What is it there?
I don't know. But hopefully we can be more entertaining, which is, it's wrestling, and
Do you
we
know
can
what? I'm not
try,
gonna
but
lie.
I'm just not feeling that
Yeah,
sort of energy today.
I'll tell you what we can guarantee. We can guarantee that the battle rap content is gonna be 100% more potent over here. Yeah?
Facts.
We
That
can
we can
guarantee that. If you want
guarantee.
some battle rap
Okay.
content, you should stay here. If you
Elimination
look
chamber.
if you elimination chamber, what the fuck is that? That doesn't even sound legal.
Even I know what that is.
Oh no, I don't know. I'm out of the loop. Like I'm from a different generation of WWF.
So
You get what
am
I'm
I.
saying?
I just know
But
through my kid actually, and even then I'm out of the loop
yeah,
because he hasn't watched it for like I don't know 5 years or
exactly.
something. Yeah, he's at the age now where he looks down on it. But yeah, back to yesterday. It was yesterday's event.
I've heard a lot, man. I got a lot of questions because I didn't watch it. I didn't see the stream. I've just been seeing bare people getting ratings, so I've just shown love and respect. I've seen a couple clips as well. The only clips that I've seen are like a few clips of Maverick, and I liked what I saw in it. So what I saw, I said, yeah, he's ready for someone like Anonymous
Oh,
now.
is that the food?
I think so. Hold on, stay with me. We're mobile, so
Okay, yeah, we
walk
can
with me,
keep it
master.
moving. Well, go on, Chubbs. Big up for the judging on the Premier Battle live stream. Big up for hosting the really dope panel afterwards. Then you hosted and did your own face off earlier on today. I was locked in, but not as much as I wanted to be. At the beginning I was. Then I had a phone call, then I had work, but I'm gonna have to check them. All I could see was the emojis, the comments, like that face off looked lit. Lady Loke 111. Oh, is that Tai Tai? How you doing? I'm from the WWF times too, but I've been a fan for like 30 years, so you're still locked in.
Shout out Trey, man. This is how they got so big. Fans like Trey that went through their whole life supporting the whole thing. This is what we need. We need lifetime supporters.
Yeah, facts.
Man, imagine you got someone that they remember. Like, I remember when Rivers did his tryout.
Exactly. That's it. Today's face-off was 3 hours 46 minutes. Chubbs, you captivated everybody though. Big up to, I saw bits of Paris hosting as well. Like, shout out to Paris. The two of you held it down. Like, I'm looking in, there's comments just back and forth. Like, it was long, but it clearly wasn't boring. Like, people were locked in, entertained, tuned in. I'm knackered. Yeah, sort of like rest up. Seriously, rest up. You got a big battle at the weekend. I'm sure you got, life stuff, work stuff, whatever stuff. So take care of yourself, get some rest, and just take it easy. Do what you need to do. And well done. Yes. Okay. Hey, what's up, Tai Tai? Respect Trey. Yeah, facts. Troy's put in real work. He judged, like I say, the tournament. We're just about to start talking about the Premier Battles Anarchy tournament. I've said that word so many times recently, I almost forgot it. The Premier Battles Anarchy tournament, which was live streamed on Twitch. Rivers didn't catch it, so I'm going to kind of do a little mini recap, not a recap, but going through, fill you in. It was a really nice, slick stream on Twitch. I think they had something like 50,000 unique viewers on the live stream. Wow. And there's another number, was it 3,500 at one time or something? I can't remember the numbers, but like crazy views for the first. Absolutely.
Pushing new boundaries each time.
Exactly. Yeah, groundbreaking. Yeah, for real. Groundbreaking. Started off with who did we start with? We had we started with Pedro.
Okay.
Did we start with Pedro? Yeah, of course we start with Pedro because the first round. Yeah, so Pedro, Sam Hypes, there were some audio issues. The mic dropped and it was a bit scrappy, but he pulled it together. He had 3 rounds written. He was super entertaining. It was, a little sloppy in places. In the first round, though, he was a little sloppy opening the event. Then he had the mic issue, so I think it threw him off a bit. Sam Hypes was yeah. So he started first. It was a first battle on the card. So yeah, that was a bit, like when you're looking through your hands at the screen, like, but they got through it. Like Pedro powered through. He put in a great performance. I think a lot of people had him taking the battle. Sam took it eventually. Again, I liked Sam's performance. I think he elevated his performance and his material from the last time we saw him.
Who did he battle last time? Biz or Bond?
Yeah, Bizzo won Apex. I need a lighter that works. And yeah, it was great battle. Great. It was great to see Pedro in good form, super entertaining. I think the chat crowd, I'm calling it the crowd, but it's the chat crowd really. I was still in the bath for this one, so I wasn't as tapped in as I wanted to be. But
I like what you did there. I like what you did. I was in the bath, but I wasn't as tapped in as I was supposed to be for this one.
For anyone, yeah. I mean, for anyone who else wasn't as tapped in, there is now already video on demand available on Vimeo. I think check out the Premier Battle socials if you don't have the link, or you can't just Google Premier Battle on Vimeo. You can't Google anything on Vimeo.
What it must be like £20 or something like that, £25.
You'd think, because they're also, it's not just, it's the whole first round, so it's this week and next week, but it's a tenner. 10 quid.
£10.
Yeah, 8 battles, £10. 8 battles, 8 hungry battlers.
I can't get cold.
£10.
I'm about myself today.
Yeah, £8. So that's £1.25 a battle. £1.25 a battle. What can you buy for £1.25? Like I can barely buy like a Mars Duo for £1.25 in a petrol station.
I think you need to buy a lighter with £1.25. But
whose battle do I forsake?
You get more fire out of getting something from that first round, to be honest.
There we go. And I've got some fire here. So yeah, win-wins. Let's see. Troy says Pedro should have voted that fuckery a bit better. Yeah, it was a bit like, do you know you're on Twitch live? Because he was like, can I run it back? Should I just start again? Yeah. Is that what? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was just like a bit.
Yeah, cringeworthy.
Yeah. But like I say, he pulled it back. Who do you guys think are the wild cards of the tourney, and why is it Bizzo and Lazy? Sam did what he had to do better than Pedro. They're better than what Pedro had to do. Yeah, agreed, probably. And then again, like with so many, because you've got such a diverse bunch, a lot of it might come down to preference. What sort of style did the judges prefer, and how well did you execute that style? I've heard Bizzo's updated 3 rounds, Joe. You're in for a treat, bro. Ooh. Joe Downey says Pedro is the worst. Respectfully, Surf Voice. I had to just put your name there so that I couldn't be clipped saying Pedro is the worst. Sorry, it's a tenner, exactly £10. Stem with a quick scoop.
Where's the link?
There you go. There it is. So yeah,
I think Scoop might have some opinions on the thing as well, because I think he also saw it. So it'd be nice to talk to both of you.
Definitely. Wow, look at that. Scoop, what up?
Who's that, my brother? How you doing? Well, Scoop's on his way back.
I'm on the train still, you saying?
Okay, you just finishing work late night. Yeah. Scoop always grinding. No, it's just Pedro suits a live crowd better than a small room. Absolutely. Yeah, Scoop, we're just talking here about the Premier Battles event yesterday. We are sort of just giving it a mini recap. We just talked about the first battle. Oh, he got 30 by. Yeah, no, he's like, no, I'm tunneling for this one. I'm going through a tunnel. I'll be back for the next one.
That's a nice excuse.
Yeah. You're back.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's all right.
Yeah, the thing was playing in the background, innit? So I couldn't hear what was saying. Turn off the live in the background. Yeah, so what was you asking about?
We're saying that we're talking about anarchy. We were talking about anarchy. We were just giving it sort of like a mini recap. We were talking about, we just sort of talked about the Sam Hypes versus Pedro battle.
Yeah, somehow Sam Hypes is better than Pedro. Point blank period. Like, there's like people. Do you know what I don't like about battle rap? Yeah, because somebody's their favorite or someone that they liked that they've done something for years ago. You want to make excuses for them, bro. Sam Hypes is better than Pedro. End of story. Why are man them in here? Like, here's my thing. Eve Rivers is one of my closest people in this battle rap thing. If he lost, I will tell him he lost. But people
hold on, did I say Pedro went through?
Pedro never went through.
I mean, okay. Yeah. No, I'm just checking. I'm just trying to remember what I've just said. I said Sam took it, yeah? Someone in the chat. I'm sure someone in the chat would have called me out. Troy would have been like, Jenny, you all right? What's in your split?
I don't need to just tell the truth. At the end of the day, he lost. And it's like, Pedro's style suits a crowd. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at what Pedro's done in the past, it was all room shakers. Like, do you know what I mean? Like room shaker stuff, like stuff that you can say to the crowd. Like, it's not everyone's style that's going to translate to that kind of format.
Yeah, and being able to freestyle. Who made that comment? I think one of the Battle Rap twins maybe made the comment, like, Pedro really thrives on the ability. Like, you really get to see that freestyling ability when you've got a crowd there to sort of thrive off and vibe off, but it doesn't translate. So he had written, it was all written material. But I just think,
Sam... Can I tell you what that is?
Mm,
I'll tell you exactly what that is. I'll tell you exactly what that is, yeah? Now, battle rap is an art form. Yeah, there's many components that you need. You need bars, showmanship, blah blah blah. But you see, this format of battling, yeah. You see, when your bars are lackluster or they don't hit, it's really gonna show you up. Yeah.
Yeah, in a tournament,
in this form of battle rap, yeah. If you cannot rap, yeah, you're out of there. You're literally out of there very quickly.
So you're saying Pedro can't rap?
No, I'm not saying Pedro can't rap. Pedro can rap, but it's like it's one of those things where
I would say Pedro's more of a grime MC to me. That's kind of what I always saw him as. I didn't really see him as a rapper like convention. Yeah, how he does his thing.
Exactly.
Like he's like a grime MC.
Yeah, his cadence is suited for that, and I can say that because I come from grime myself. So it's like it never adapted, so to say. I've heard Pedro fire, yeah, but I've never seen him switch up the cadence ever. And when you're battling someone in a small room now, where everybody can think about these small room battles, people are actually listening to what you're saying now. You know.
Yeah, exactly. There's no crowd. There's no, you know, all of your flaws are on show. It's bad when your written material sounds like your freestyled material, and it shouldn't be considered a good thing that Pedro actually wrote for once. 100%. Yeah, it's the absolute basics of coming to a battle, having some material. It's all well and good being able to freestyle, but to be, you know, you shouldn't come prepared with a round and some change, and you're just going to fill in the gaps. So yeah, you shouldn't get props.
That's what Scoop said. There's so much components to the thing. Like you can't be good at one of them and just dying out on that for your whole career.
Yeah.
But you know another thing, yeah. But you know another thing that people need to realize, yeah. You see, a lot of people, especially when they come from the dope flop era of battling, yeah. There was a lot of favoritism that carried you, yeah. A lot of you man could show up into rooms and crowds was already gonna cheer for you no matter what shit you said, yeah. You didn't. It's cool as it may sound. A lot of you man didn't have to try hard to impress, yeah. Now take away that crowd that's not gonna cheer for you, and take away that crowd. Now you got to rap.
Yeah, that's a good point. And it's like, I guess as well. Go on. Sorry, Scoop.
For example, that's right. For example, you could take Rivers, Tony D. You could take any of these guys out of that environment. They will still thrive because these man they show up with their bars all the time. 3 written rounds. Do you know what I'm saying? They will show up with 3 written rounds every time. Like it's like my man said just now. Like it shouldn't be considered a good thing when a man comes prepared for a battle for once. That shows. Do you know that really highlights? That highlights that people are letting you get away with fucking. That's what it highlights.
Yeah, I'm sure like how low the expectations are for you.
Think of it like this, yeah. Me and Scoop can come with 3 strong rounds and we're still not getting love with 3 strong rounds. So there's man that's out here that don't even need to write and will be getting more love by default. You understand? It's already set for them to be the winner and rare. Kind of silly, but it's the politics of the game that we know from how much years anyway.
Well, when you say set to be the winner already, do you mean sort of as in the? I think you mean rather. Well, I don't know. Tell me.
Favorite.
Do you mean?
Hold on.
Okay. Yeah. So they're the fan favorite. They're going to win the crowd. They're going to sway perhaps subconsciously the judges.
Yeah, I don't mean it. I don't mean it.
Yeah.
I don't mean it.
Conspiratorial sense. Yeah. I figured. Yeah.
I'll give an example. Yeah. 4, 5, 6 years ago, if I said to Rivers, I want you to battle Shuffle T, and Rivers ever took that, I would say you're mad. Yeah, that is a setup. Yeah, that is the biggest setup I have ever seen. There's certain battles they offered me. Yeah, and when I say I have laughed down the phone in voice notes, like you man really think you're gonna set me up, innit? Like you man really think you're gonna set me up to stand in a room with somebody that is just gonna stand there and not have to say anything or just clown man. No, we're not doing that. Yeah.
Well, all right, but see, I think this is a conversation for another day, and I think it's a really important conversation. Like right now, kind of what I want to do is
stay on the anarchy.
Yeah, stay on the anarchy. I don't want to we can even no, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry at all. We can even deal with it after anarchy, but I kind of don't want to start on anarchy, and then we carry I'd rather us like have an anarchy segment, and then we
All right,
can
let's move
kind
on
of
from the Pedro battle then. So,
Yeah.
what battle
Some
was
hypes is better. Some hypes is better.
hypes
I'm
better.
just gonna say this to finish. Yeah, and here's the other thing.
Okay.
People need what I don't like. Stop disrespecting somebody that actually showed up and did their thing. Yeah. Some hype showed up and did his thing. Don't try to discredit him. I don't like that kind of shit, bro. The man showed up and did his thing. Yeah.
So has Sam been getting
before,
flack?
bro.
Has Sam been getting flack?
I mean, Pedro fans will definitely give him flack all the time. Oh, he didn't deserve to win. They'll say all of that because they favor Pedro over him, innit? But he seems like a thick-skinned brother anyway. I don't feel like none of that's gonna bother Sam hype too much. He's through to the next round. He's no one can tell him nothing.
I don't know whether he was a card filler. I don't know if I would say that anyone on there was filler. I could be wrong. My opinion is that like Pedro hasn't battled in a while, has he? Am I right in saying that? Like, and you know, tournament, who knows? Like, we could have got like, look, you know, we're going to talk about one of the battles on the card, which was a real, I think, surprise to everybody. Well, not, you know, not because somebody wasn't capable, but because it just wasn't what we were expecting. And I think maybe the expectation was that Pedro could do that and he could become a real sort of wild, because I said, you know, Pedro was the definition of a wild card. Perhaps like you don't quite know what he might do. He might. But anyway, let's move on from that. And I agree. Like, give Sam his props.
I think give Sam his props. I think it's a good look for Sam to have that on his resume. Anyway, he beat Pedro. Whether people want to say he's this and that, saying that you beat last. What's your last battle, bro? Yeah, I beat Pedro. That's gonna mean a lot to some people in certain places. So it's good for Sam, and he moves forward. Innit? Who would he be battling next in the next round?
I can't remember, and I don't know the bracket like that. I just look at it and it gives me a headache. Let's have a look. So next up, we've got Jester versus Slesta. So Joe Downey asks, not Jester versus Slesta, sorry. Georgie Roots versus Slesta. Joe says it was purely... so what did you guys think of Slesta becoming our frack half-art? So is Slesta frack? Yeah, so yeah. Well, I don't think it's a Frack Hoffa situation, a Frack Diz situation.
So what was the story with Frack and Diz? Because I've never seen that battle. Was Frack supposed to win? Is that the
Frack won clearly.
There were
clearly.
Yeah, most people give that to Frack. There are some people who I have heard give their reasons as to why Diz got it, and I can't disagree. I disagree, but I can't. You can put your face like that. There are people who can, if you can justify, if you can say, I might disagree with you, and my points disagree with yours, but we can be adult about it and say, okay, I think you're totally wrong. But you know, we can be adult about it, and like if you can justify it, like if you really like, Disaster for me wasn't saying enough to Frack. Frack was very direct. I think Diz had a lot of generic bars. He was very skillful. But if you like what Disaster does, then you can justify your reasons as to why you thought Diz was better. The judges did not do that at all. The whole judging on that was just...
why.
Well,
I think, you see when you say, you see certain comments I hear throughout battle rap all the time. Oh, it's just I preferred that style. I think all of that shit is a cop out. Yeah? Do you know why I think all that shit is a cop out? Yeah? Because it gives you the ability to not be judgmental towards someone you like. Yeah? Because you're always gonna like their style.
No, but what if it's someone?
So it's like,
no, but you might like someone's style and not particularly like somebody. And also, like, so if I value a particular style over something else, if I think I prefer wordplay over jokes, and you prefer jokes over wordplay, then let's not use wordplay over, say, angles. Hold on.
I'm not influenced. I'm not influenced by none of that.
Okay, maybe you aren't, but all I'm trying to say is the argument about styles, like I prefer someone's style. If you prefer a style, you probably rate it higher than other styles. So for you, when you see, like, if someone, I don't rate, like, people do humor very, in my mind, very few people can have humor as a style and do it well. I don't rate it that highly unless it's one of your, like, so when I'm looking at something and someone's saying, no, look how funny he was, he clearly took that. I don't rate funny in a battle. So you can tell me your reasons as to why his funniness was, you know, took it for you. I'm going to tell you why his pen took it for me. And we're going to disagree because you rate funny over pen. And you can't tell someone that.
But Jen, it's not. I'll tell you something. You see the comedy. You see if you're talking comedy, yeah. I'm not a big person.
And again, look, we're going off, like, we're kind of.
There are certain people who can write that.
We're kind of like, can we, like, before?
No, I'm just gonna say this.
Go on.
You can rate a man. You can rate, for example, we're gonna talk the comedy thing. Comedy is not my biggest thing in battle rap, yeah. But there are certain people who can write their ass off, and believe me, a certain man will clown you for 3 rounds, and I will give that man who clowned you for 3 rounds the battle. You know why? Because what you said didn't nullify anything he said or did to you. Do you get what I'm saying? You write for an opponent. Yeah. If I know I'm about to battle someone who's funny, you think I'm gonna go there with unlimited gun bars, wordplay, blah blah blah? I'm gonna write to cater to that opponent. It's not a thing of, oh, I prefer that style, because let me tell you something. You see, if somebody does comedy correct, I don't care if you prefer wordplay, blah blah blah, you're gonna lose. Yeah?
Agreed. Which is why I said there are very few people who I think can do that consistently enough for it to be a style. Like, I don't think for most people comedy is a style that you epitomize. Like, that's not, you might throw some comedy in. So yeah, so that's why I took those people out of the equation. But I do think like you can prefer, and yes, there is always going to be, there should be some objectivity into how good was what you did, no matter what style it was, no matter what I like, how good was what you did. But the thing is, like, you can't tell people what to prefer, and like you can say, look, this is the basics. You can tell.
I'm not doing that.
You're saying
I'm
people
not doing that. What I'm trying to say to you, no, it is. Let me tell you what I'm trying to say. Battle rap is always going to be subjective. Yeah. What I'm trying to say to you is the notion of I prefer that style is a cop out.
Does this apply to Georgie? No. Does this apply to Georgie and Slester? No. Does this apply to Georgie and Slester? Because if it doesn't, we can do it afterwards. And if it does, then we can focus it on how it applies to Georgie and Slester. But I'll
tell you why. I'm going to say that now. I prefer Georgie to style to Slester. But I'll give that battle to Slester. Yeah. I prefer how Georgie raps, how he does his stuff, down to a T, better than Slester. But Slester took that battle clearly for me. And this is what I try to say to people. Stop using the whole, yeah, man, it's that style. Let me tell you something. A lot of people, there's always going to be biases, yeah? But a lot of people are not real. They use this whole style thing as a cop-out because they don't want certain people to lose. Or they don't want their favorite to lose. To me, personally, yeah? Be subjective. I am not afraid to say my favorite battle rapper lost. Yeah? Because it doesn't matter whether or not I like your style. Preference, yeah, should not stop you from giving a man his props overall.
Yeah, but there's a phrase, preference battle or debatable preference, like close debatable preferences to who takes it.
When we're talking about like this kind of came from when we the frat and this one where we could choose what style we like better. I heard it being a thing where he overwhelmingly won this battle, regardless of what style you like. What I heard about the battle is that he got robbed. That's what I heard. Like he was supposed to win, and they made him lose. We've
lost Rivers. I agree. The Frack Disaster battle for me was a clear robbery, and the parallels to me, I don't think the Slester Georgie battle was as clear cut. I had Georgie, I predicted Georgie going into it. Fix your face, Scoop, man. We're having grown up conversations here. I haven't even finished my sentence. I said what I'm about to say is I had him going in. I predicted Georgie to win, as lots of people did, going in. I gave the battle to Slester. It was clear for me that Slester took it on just the live watch. I said I need to go back and watch it. I gave Slester the first and second. I gave Georgie the third. I think Slester had a poor third. I also explained that I think this is one of the reasons. So I think there are a couple of things in that battle. Let's take out style. Let's take out preference. One of the things, and this is where I think the biggest parallel with the King of the Dot Diz versus Frak battle comes in, is that the judges did a bad job of justifying their decision, especially when it was one that was either debatable or they were going against the grain. I don't know how much they were paying attention to the chat. I don't know, but it was a clear, at least it was Slester gave enough. Even if you thought Georgie took it, Slester gave enough for that to be debatable for you. And as a judge anyway, any performance, I think you should give clear reasons as to why. You should give breakdowns. You should justify your opinion. They didn't do that. They fucked it up on the King of the Dot thing as well. And so much of the controversy came because it was literally, yeah, I think he took it. I think he did a better job. 2-1. Sometimes I don't even think rounds were called in particular. I can't remember specifics, but I think big part of that was the judging. The other thing that I think was very relevant here was the third round. Lester's third round really fell flat. It tailed off, and he had, I think it was in the third round that he had the your mum thing. Yeah. And that just went down like a lead balloon. And I think Georgie's punches, although basic, some of them very, very basic, they hit. He was punching more consistently, whereas Slester was angling, he was direct, he was building a story. Georgie was sort of, no matter how basic, he was more, I guess, maybe entertaining. He was more punchy. And I think Slester's biggest punch just fell so flat, it had an impact on that third round, had a big impact on how you see the rest of the battle.
Can I ask you a question? Yeah?
Yeah.
A lot of the time, because obviously we watch thousands of battles, yeah? Is it the fact that Georgie was more consistent or the fact that Slester wasn't good? That's the thing that we have to ask when we watch these things.
Say that again. Hold on. Say that again.
Is it sometimes you have to ask yourself, yeah? Like when you watch certain battles now, you have to ask yourself, like, rah, did my man get that round purely based on the fact that my man wasn't good, or for the fact that he was just better in that round? Don't get me if you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I give the third round to Georgie straight up, but at the same time, if Slester had carried on with the momentum he took from the second and then take that dead angle, he would have got 3-0'd. He would have got 3-0'd. So did he get that round by default? You know
no, I think he got it because he took. I think Georgie's round was better than Slester's round.
Yeah, I think
maybe Slester wrote. He knew he had 2 rounds that were great enough to win him the battle, and maybe he took off the back foot, took off whatever the phrase is. He let off the gas. I don't know, whatever. He slowed down in the third. He didn't, or maybe he probably actually didn't know. He thought that angle was better than it was. He had that big punch on the "Yo, mom," and he shouted like he that was a miscalculation. Like he should have known that wasn't gonna.
Yeah, he fucked up with that. For me personally, right, it was just one of those things where I had Georgie going into the back, yeah, and I'm a subjective person. Everyone is open to criticism. Yeah, I only got better. I only got better through criticism, and I had to take a lot of it. The only thing I would say to Georgie is, let's go back to the drawing board, bro. Yeah, at the end of the day, analyze what you did wrong. Yeah, a lot of your punches fell flat.
He ain't even got time, bro. He ain't got time, bro. He's got 6 days. He's got 6 to 7 days, bro. He ain't got time.
No. You see the mock battle. You see the mock battle, yeah. This leads me to think, because it's like, you see, for me, yeah, Rivers, you know yourself. I don't take them kind of battles so far apart. You must be mad. I don't do that. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know whether to say I rate him for doing it or say he's crazy. Yeah. Because here's the thing now. Yeah. You're gonna battle Moke, right? And based on what we saw against Slester, it's like I got to think to myself, you obviously gave a lot of time into preparing for Slester because it's for a tournament. Yeah. Are you gonna tell me now you're gonna level up tenfold for Moke in 6 days? I have to see that. If he does, I'll rate that.
I can't see that happening. What I can see is 2 levels. I don't think the Georgie. Because the Georgie that we got for Slester, I think Georgie really underestimated Slester. I think he took Slester lightly. I think he didn't rate his pen. He didn't rate his ability to. He thought maybe whatever Slester's got to say, my confidence, my persona, my delivery is gonna overpower it. I don't know. He knows he can't do that with Moke. I think he's gonna have. He knows. I don't think he would have taken Moke's pen lightly. He knows he's a poet. He knows he's a writer. He knows he's going to come with, and like Georgie, I was expecting original material from Georgie. I was expecting, I wasn't expecting basic bars. I was expecting like Georgie has a pen. That's what I like about him.
Georgie,
as well as
Georgie was meant to be battling Raptor. He was meant to be battling Raptor.
Can you imagine?
That would have been bad. That would have been bad.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
But I think Slester really elevated. I don't know if it was he had a mohawk haircut. I don't know what it was, but his angling, his takedown of Georgie. I was so feeling himself.
You've got to put respect on his name because you got to think Slester is a tournament winner.
That's it. Yeah.
Because he won the.
But I think that's definitely the best Slester I've ever seen.
I could imagine. I haven't seen it.
Do you know what I think, yeah?
I thought, bro, who's this? Scotland's got another one. What? Okay.
Poor traits. Yeah, you can't use a poor traits bar in 2021.
Here's my thing. I'm not gonna sit here and slander and slate, man. I'm just gonna say what I feel in it. Because at the end of I look at it like this, yeah. Is Georgie Roots talented? Yeah. Georgie Roots got talent, bro.
100.
Yeah.
100.
He's got talent, but I'm gonna tell you something, yeah. There's a fine line between confidence and arrogance, and there's also a fine line when it comes to humility. Yeah. I watched Moke get under his skin today, yeah. Bad. Moke got under his skin.
Seen that.
Yeah. And you see the way he reacted, he showed me that, bro. Huh?
Say that again, Rivers.
Oh.
I said, haven't you seen it? Didn't you see the face-off, Jeff?
I did. No, I had it here on the screen, but I was working, so I had to turn it down.
Like he got under his skin, yeah, and it's one of those things where it's like, I watched this man get under your skin real bad. Like he was actually getting mad, but then I heard him say stuff like, "Look what I've done for this culture for the past 13 months." Or whatever. I'm like, bro, like I say, I give respect where respect is due, but comments like that are wild to me because I can't turn around and tell you that I've done something for the culture, and I've done more than you. So like when I
so why can't you turn around and say
no? I'll tell you why. It's what I try to say to people about humility. There are people that have done wild things for this culture that don't make those comments. Yeah, that don't make those comments, and they've done wild things for this culture.
Agreed,
yeah?
but not everyone needs to be humble.
No. When you're coming off the back of a loss, you need to be humble. Don't tell me that. Yeah, when you're coming off the back of saying that, you remember he said it himself that he lost during the battle. You know.
Agreed. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Or after the battle, as he was coming off, I think I lost that.
But here's my thing. Like I said to you, if I turn around, I love Georgie Roots' confidence. Yeah, for him to, if he thinks, yeah, I'm the best of this crop, fine, say that. But to say things like what I've done for this culture, do you realize what kind of weight that carries? Yeah, I've seen that been around longer than all of us.
Good. Let me interject here. The reason why I find that comment wild is because what did Georgie Roots do for us? We've been over here struggling. You know what I'm saying? We've been over here struggling, bro. Like, what part of the culture did you do shit for, bro? Because over here, we've been literally over here struggling. No one opened their doors for us. Man had to go out by ourselves. And even then, we don't turn around and say, look what man's done. Man just comes back home all humble and shit. So that was, to me, kind of wild. Because I didn't see no extended hand for man over here.
Yeah, exactly. Because Woolsey was in the comments saying the same thing. Because we're looking at it like, you can be confident in who you are. If you say you're the best of your class or whatever, say that. But don't be making comments about what you've done for a culture that you've not.
But hold on. If you say, "Look what I've done," does that take away from what anybody else has done? And isn't that what you're kind of?
It's not that, Jen. Listen to what he said. Look what I've done for this culture.
So when you're saying the culture, he's saying the culture as a whole. What he means is that something specific. He could say, look at what I've done for my scene, for my
for my
league,
city, for my town,
for my league.
Yeah.
I hear the point. Yeah. I hear you. But to say
That's how I
that
would
you've
do it.
made
No,
a
it's true.
contribution.
What did I say to you? I said to you, when it comes to South London, we can stand up and say, look what we did for South London in battle rap. We can do that. No one can't tell us we can't do that. When we talk about the whole culture as a whole, nah, bro, there's people here before us and there'll be people here after us, and we're just participating in this thing, hoping that it looks good for everybody. We can't start talking about what we did. Imagine if everybody started talking about what they did.
Man's gonna talk about, yeah. You have to remember, your words are gonna be scrutinized, isn't it, at all times. Yeah. So when you say the word culture, it's an embodiment of everyone involved in that culture. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
You didn't specify my ends. You didn't specify what because I will never deny that from you. But when you say my culture, right, you got people like O'Shea and them man there who are cornerstones of this UK battle rap shit, and they don't say stuff like that. Yeah, you will never hear them say stuff like that. And them man can turn around, Kruger, all them man can turn around and say, bruv, you wouldn't have a scene if it weren't for me. And them man can say that. That man can actually say that with chest, and nobody could deny it, and they wouldn't do it. So what I'm saying is like, raw. I'm saying like, raw. Just, bruv, be cool, bro. Like, be cool, because I've seen battle rap. Don't get me wrong, you're good, bro. Yeah? But I've seen many Rivers, we've seen many a man come into battle rap, and because man are giving them titles like best this, best that, don't just chill. Yeah? Let your battles do the talking, and everything else will be fine. Yeah? Let your battles do the talking, and everything else will be fine. Because when you have good performances, nobody can't talk to you. Yeah? When you're having to defend yourself in face-offs and shit, it's because there's a chink in your armor now. It's one of those things where it's just that comment. When I heard it, I was like, obviously it was in the heat of the moment, so I'm not gonna take it. I'll take it with a pinch of salt, innit? Even though I found it wild, but it was like I heard that and I thought, bro, just chill, man. Chill with that.
You're absolutely right with that. When you talk about encompassing, the word culture takes in the whole community, and if you've made contribution to a part of it, then specifying your contribution. But I think if he had, like, I don't agree, like, okay, he's coming off the back of a loss, and he admitted that he felt he lost it. He sort of admitted that he didn't do as well as he, I don't know what I didn't see the face off, but I don't agree that he needs to be humble. And like, if he had,
no. He needs to be humble. What I'm saying is, he needs to be humble in that sense. Yeah, I'm only talking about what was said. I'm not telling him to go change his whole demeanor. I'm saying be humble in that sense. Don't say things like that. Yeah, I'm not telling you to go around and start being humble now, bruv. Be Georgie Roots, fam. Yeah, that's who you are. But don't start saying things like what you did for the culture, because big man, you've not been around that long. You've not been around that long to be saying that. And even for those man who've been around that long, like Rivers said, the culture's been there before, you'll be here when you're done. Yeah? For me, it's just that comment. I'm not telling him to change his whole demeanor. I'm saying that comment triggered me. Yeah? I was like, bro, chill, man. Because I know a lot of men who've done bare things for the culture and they don't go screaming about it. And a lot of men who've personally put money into the culture and they don't go screaming about it.
Georgie Root said he's the best battler on the card. Is he supposed to say anything else, though?
No. He said him and Moke are the two best battlers on the card. That's fair enough. Like, listen. Let me be clear. The problem here is, it's not even a problem, but this is the thing. Georgie Roots is where he is, and he's seen how he's seen because of the energy that he has. He's very confident, he's confident in what he's saying. As he goes along, he will learn, like, there's some things that you just throw away comments, some things that you say, some things you don't, or whatever in it. And he'll learn. But again, like, it's still a learning process. Coming to a whole new league, no loose chat, something that he hasn't really been around before. Could go one of two ways. He could be overwhelmed by it, or he could come and absolutely smash it out the park. And man's looking at him like, yo, you're the truth. You never know. So
exactly. And Rivers, we also have to take into consideration, yeah? You're only as good as who you battle, you know. Never forget that, you know. You could look like the fucking man until you got to stand in front of somebody serious, you know. Do you know how many guys I've seen over the years, yeah? Where the guys at lower leagues and low tier battles, blah, 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 you put them against, for example, I watched in URL, you know Sway Sever? Do you know how many people's careers Sway Sever has ended? Because they were the man at PG level. And as soon as they got to him as a gatekeeper, done. You haven't heard of them again. Yeah? John John's done that to a bag of people. Yeah? John John did that to Prep.
DNA's doing
John
it.
John's done that to him.
DNA does that.
You
DNA
know,
does
they
that.
call
DNA
him
does
Wait
that.
PG
until you're on the
killer.
line.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
for me,
yeah.
yeah, I always say, listen, you can only battle what's in front of you. So I'm not gonna dish you for your battles. Yeah, you've done bits, but it's like, bro, if you had to battle Raptor that night, you would have died. If you got the Bobby Rex that showed up that night as well, dead. Yeah. If you got the Maverick that showed up, dead. So I look at it like, bro, be happy it was Lester.
Yeah, it was a poor performance, really poor. Well, poor in terms of what he's capable of and the expectation that he set. So I think he definitely needs to go back and do his homework. He needs
He
to.
will, man. He will. I'm
Sorry.
confident that Georgie Roots will come back on some 2.0 shit. My only thing
Yes,
is,
me
I
as well.
don't know if he's
Me
got
as
enough
well.
time. I don't know if he's got enough time to do that before Mock, but I
If-
definitely know that battle there, we'll see a completely different. In the next round of the tournament, he'll be a completely
Definitely.
different guy.
Agreed.
I want, like, for example, I would want Georgie Roots to watch this year and kind of do what guys like me and Rivers did in the sense of understand what we're saying. We're not attacking you, yeah? We're just being real. And the people that care about you or care about your progression will tell you the truth. You see, people that don't care about you in life will watch you fail, yeah? So we're telling you straight. When I had certain battles, like certain big battles I was coming up to, you never heard me talk. Before I battled Wilsey, that was my biggest test. Yeah, earlier on, that was my biggest test. I didn't talk, bro. I just showed up. Yeah, you didn't catch me online talking nothing. Yeah, I just showed up and did what I had to do. Because you know what made it worse? If I go online telling people that I'm this, I'm the next that, and I show up and I don't do it, you've kind of killed your credibility. Because people would be like, "Oh, you were talking all that shit. You got a vet, and he killed you." Yeah, just show up, bro. At the end of the day, Georgie Roots, you're a talented guy. Yeah, you make good music. You're good. Like, I know even this that, but you're new in this battle rap thing as well. I'm not gonna take that away from you, bro. You're still learning. Do you get what I'm saying? Just
Also,
do
yeah,
what you got to do.
I'd like to say this though, Leicester, don't be discouraged by them type of results in battle rap. Yeah, you know what you did out there. You know your levels. Yeah, you set up the next thing and you smash it down as you did there, innit? Like that's it. You just show and prove, innit? I've had bad results where it's like, raw, hold on, you're giving it to unanimous. You know what I'm trying to say? And the world knows
remember
that
that?
I won that battle. You understand?
Yeah.
But you don't even get it. You don't even let it get on your skin. You just keep moving forward, innit? Like, yeah, that battle will get more views than if you won, bro. Promising you that.
And if I'm
Now that it's
I'm
controversial,
Georgie, yeah,
they're gonna watch it. They're gonna watch it now.
if I'm Georgie, so who's Georgie got next? Sam Hypes? You see, if I'm Georgie now, yeah, I'm going out on my way to make an example out of Sam Hypes. You know why?
I think that what you see that bareback Bennu, I think his shit really affected Georgie.
It's not bareback. It's not bareback, bro.
Yeah, but we're not. We need to call him his name. We can take the piss over his bully boy,
I don't know, Mr.
Bareback.
I don't know what his name is, bro. What is it?
I don't know either.
Bootleg.
Shopping bag Sammy.
I do think this now.
So pish.
I think that Georgie Roots is a guy where he will take in what my man said, and I think he will internalize it, and it will affect what moves he makes forward. So I'll say to all of these battlers, you can't afford to let anybody's, even me, I'm telling you, if you should find any goodness in what I'm saying, work with it. But I might be saying some other shit you don't want to listen to. Like, go with your instinct, but be very realistic with yourself. You understand? Be very realistic with yourself. Sometimes a man think they're criticizing you, they might be telling the truth, bro. So be very realistic with yourself. I have to be. I don't get mad at every single thing that I hear about. Rivers needs to do this. Sometimes I'm there with my notepad, like, you know what? Let me try that. Let me see how that works for me. Sometimes I try it works. Sometimes I try it don't. I'm not doing that no more. It's not for me. But I will take on board certain things. So none of these guys that either win or lose or have a bad result or it's controversial, just don't be discouraged, bro. If you feel any type of frustrated, go get your pen. You understand? Go get your pen and put that frustration where it counts, bro. That's what I would say.
That's it.
I don't want man to be getting affected by all these things because it will get big where it's like a big controversy. There's a whole King of the Dot involved now. Now it's like he got robbed. Like, I get it. There's a lot on the line. There's a lot of pressure, but man, they have to remember at the end of the day, there's always another battle, bro.
Yeah, and
whatever you don't
so,
do today, do it the
so
next.
saying Slester versus Mackenzie's got to happen as the exhibition undercard later near the finals. Yeah, I definitely want to see Slester semi-finals on the finals. I don't know who against yet. Maybe.
Listen, I am glad that Mackenzie and Mav got out of the tournament.
Of course,
Yeah.
Mackenzie.
Talk about it.
Right, so yeah,
Briggs and Mackenzie. Let's go.
Briggsy and Mackenzie. Boy, this was the. It was a real clash. Mackenzie comes out first with what was it? He comes out. I can't remember, but the punch was "Don't flop all fucking day," and then was kind of he touched on that sort of stuff. I think more in his second, but he was direct. He angled like it was such a direct attack. Like he was really saying some shit, but. In my opinion, he said he tried to do way too much. Like he had way too much material. Like if he had condensed that, if he had filtered it, and it's not because he had filler. He didn't have filler, but it was just he had way too much for a 90-second round.
Screaming.
No breath pauses.
No finesse to it. Like no kind of. Cool though, man. No way.
No, it was hard. Like it was hard. He just spat straight fire, but it didn't.
He needs proper round time. That's what it is. He's not a tournament type of battler. He's a man that needs to show out.
3 rounds.
And let his nut.
3 rounds.
Yeah, because I think 3 rounds.
He had time called on him a couple times as well for a couple of the rounds at least. I'm sure, if not all 3. I think a couple. Wow. Yeah, time called. Yeah, so he still had more. Yeah, he had a lot of material and it was all really good. But Briggsy was great, man. Briggsy's it was like a real sort of this is how you style tournament rounds. Like they were just very like
tailored.
Yeah, very well. They were tailored, but there was a bit of everything in there. But they were precise and to the point. I think he might have got cut off at one point. He might have had time called on him. Was that after a stumble? He had a second round, which was just like, I think I tweeted, and I wasn't tweeted. I was so tired watching it. I just tweeted like, fucking hell, Briggsy. Yo, I nearly went to sleep without Sunday Rose. Man, like Crash, salute. How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Have we lost Scoop? He's just frozen there. Let me at least turn off his camera. Oh, I can't turn off his camera. Just so he's not frozen there on screen. I'll drop him down, and then when he comes back, Scoop, you're not there, are you? When I see him come back, I'll add him up again. I just don't like to leave people frozen in mad positions on the screen.
Man just stuck there like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I'm just leaving his picture up there like that. It's not ideal. But yeah, Briggs, like, I've got some quick notes. Where was my? Oh, Mackenzie had a Rivers progression. Yeah, his streams dried up after Rivers progression or something. He had that like in that whole sort of very tailored angled second round. Yeah, there's a Rivers bar in there.
Your stream dried up after Rivers progression. That's nice.
Something like it was nice. Yeah, I can't remember.
That's quite nice.
Okay, I think we've got Scoop back. Scoopy back. Can you hear us?
You know what it is, yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, go on, Briggsy.
I said elbow. Man, so listen, I'm here, you know.
We see you. We see you. Briggs and Mackenzie and Bobby and Mav were battles of the night. I had Mackenzie taking it, not going to lie. Who do you give performance of the night? This is a close one. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll do that at the end because we haven't done the Bobby Mav battle yet. So remind me at the end, Joe, if I forget, we'll do round of the night, battle of the night, performance of the night. But yeah, definitely the last two battles were electrifying. Like I said, yeah, Briggsy's second round and Mackenzie's too, to be fair. I loved Briggsy's that whole "this is my league" stuff. Like it's something that you can only get from a league owner who battles. There are very few people who can, bring that. Dangerous. But yeah, man, like it was the shit talking. Like I can't. Again, like I said, I was tired, and I'm gonna go and get the pay-per-view, the video one, which we've already said is available on Vimeo. Both parts of the first round are in the package. So when the second half of the first round drops next week, you will also get that on your video on demand for the princely sum of £10.
If they pay £10 for it, they can get to see like Rivers next week.
Oh live. Shit, Rivers! I haven't even mentioned that yet. I forget when I'm roasting with Rivers. I'm talking to Rivers. Oh shit, you're
actual
Rivers.
Battle rapper, though.
And I'm like, oh yeah, they had a bar about you. Yeah, like
because I ain't got my glasses on, man. It's my fault. I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, I need to fix up, man. I'm out here trying to hide who I am and shit by not wearing a disguise.
Yeah. I just forget you're Rivers sometimes. Even when I say you're Rivers, I just forget that you're a battle rapper and that yes, you will be up next week. But yeah, like I said, Briggsy's I think Briggsy's performance was just who used the word that I really liked yesterday? Seasoned. It's a seasoned tournament performance. Yeah. And I think I said on the phone to somebody that Briggsy, family, work, life, making music in the studio non-stop, having to write his man, plus put on the event live there, go and battle, then go back to the event. Like he, of all my people, needed the most streamlined round, streamlined material, the most easy to memorize, lock in, but also, had one of the more difficult positions of, I need to set a standard here. I can't.
Let me find out that Briggsy planned this all along, knowing what he was capable of bringing to a battle. Let me find out he set the times and said, yeah, I'm not busy on that day, and I'm not busy on that day the next month. And let me find out Briggsy set this up, yeah? Because, yo.
So you're saying Briggsy went to write his music in the studio, remembered how nice he was, and was like, yeah, man, I need a tournament. Yeah, I've got time to battle. I'm too busy running the leagues, doing the studio, opening the studio. Yeah, man. I mean, is that what happened, Briggsy? You realized how nice he was in the tournament.
He's got that, because you know what it is, like when you think about errors, yeah, certain errors have certain characteristics to them, innit? So from the era that he's from, they're the era of, like, fuck it, I'll jump in if you need me. He's from that era where it's real warrior shit, where man ain't even got no time, you don't even know your opponent's name. Man just says, can you battle me? You got to start prepping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's no surprise that he will be setting up a whole league and jumping up there and going rounds and winning the battle and moving on to the next round. It's not really a surprise, isn't it? I'm glad he took out Mackenzie, and I'm so glad that Maverick's out of the competition. Oh my days, you don't understand.
Yeah. Well, I do, because he said, All right, let's move on then. So yeah, Briggsy took that 2-1. Great battle, but we'll move on now to the Maverick versus Bobby Rex battle, which I thought was going to be pretty clear cut in my mind. Oh, whoa! I thought that was scoop. I was just adding you back in. Look, who we got? It's the
one scoop
himself.
It's the new scoop. The
new scoop.
Ladle, man, like ladle.
How's it doing? How's it going? How you doing?
Yeah, everything's blessed. I was just editing some videos, and do you know what? Yeah, I just checked my phone and I saw you lot was live, and I was like, it's fucking Sunday. True. I was gonna go to bed because the kids are back to school tomorrow finally. But I thought I'd pop in and say, well, go on to the fam, you know what I'm saying?
Man did the whole vocal, because the kids are going back to school.
Yeah, no,
that's real parenting. Real parenting.
I feel you, boy. I remember them times. Thank the Lord. Well, actually, I'm saying that I'm sitting here doing the same thing about my son going back to work tomorrow. So I haven't bogled, but I can't wait to get this.
You got to do the dance, Jen.
Out of my house, man. What are we doing? What was that? Was that
two gun fingers, just bounce. Okay. Just two gun fingers and bounce.
But you had 4. Like, you had 4. Yeah. Yeah, no, and the boy's going back to work. Get out of my house.
Get the
It's
fuck
eating me
out.
out of house. I'm like, yeah, man. You just make mess and eat, man. I can't say that he's a good boy, but get to work.
Man after my own heart. Mate.
Go and earn some money.
Yeah.
Crash, did you see the Anarchy tournament yesterday?
Loved it. I loved it. My shameless plug. Shameless plug. Shameless plug. But my Anarchy recap drops tomorrow on my YouTube, so go subscribe to that because man's finally on YouTube.
Crash, you see, because your recaps come in, we won't ask you no questions because we want to go onto your channel, give you that view and get your opinion on it. We'll ask you vague questions, innit? Like
I'll answer vaguely, yeah. I can't get excited because it's like, what, 12 o'clock now? But it's exciting, my thing. A lot of heartbreaks.
Oh dear. So what are you saying? Like, you've been very blunt on your thing, yeah?
Yeah, I enjoyed the whole stream and fair play. Like, before watching it, I thought, it's gonna be like it's obviously like Canadian over here. It's gonna be like a shoddy stream, or it's gonna be like crackly, or I'm not gonna hear bars. I heard every bar perfectly. I was so happy with that. Obviously, there was editing issues, but they're learning in it. We're all learning in it. Like that's their first one, so bam. But the stream, like when they were battling, perfecto. Well done, guys. I was proud of them, man. I don't even work for them, man, but I was proud. I was like, fucking hell, they did it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you know, like, it's all for all of us. In the end of the day, if they look good up there, that means when you go up there, it will look better. You know what I mean?
Facts,
we'll go up there.
So
just for everyone to just keep elevating. You know, we're trying to pull everyone.
My thing gone. Oh, I've just put up that's Crash's YouTube.
Jen, big love. Simply Crash versus Nobi there. 2 Crash tunes there.
Hold on, I'm subscribed. What's going on? I subscribed earlier. You should have. Oh, okay. I am subscribed. Yeah.
I'm gonna run over there and subscribe ASAP.
Where's my
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Look out for me and Crash anyway. I'm gonna be jumping on Crash's channel soon, man. We're gonna get a little interview done still. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll hit you up. We'll get that done in the week, my G.
Yeah, what's your thing called again? You said it was like some questions or something, right?
10 questions with Crash.
Okay, say no more.
Okay, wicked. Looking forward to that.
Bougie, bro.
I thought you were going to say being booted. You're so calm.
Being bougie. It's being bougie. Won't let me out. It's too cold. It's frozen. The key was frozen.
Yeah, taking it nicely. If my front door was booted, I would have dashed down my phone and we'd be going to war. Like,
excuse me 2 seconds. My front door's just getting booted in. I'll be back now. I'll put mute. I'm gonna...
You see me pick up this heavy microphone. I really thought, like, it's funny. This thing's so heavy. I thought if someone was to come in here, this is what I need to pick up. I'm not going for a hefty lap. I'm going for this, like taking off someone's head. Yeah, nah.
Back my head with the side of the mic.
Listen, I'm picking up a younger child and swinging.
Listen, I can't pick
hopefully he's got hands while he's swinging around.
I ain't got one of them. Let's talk about Mav Bobby Rex battle. Briggs. Hold on. What's this joke? Hold on. Before we go there, so Rivers, who do you think are sleeping? Okay, we'll come back to these. We'll come back to this. We'll just do the last battle. Don't ever run a stream event. That shit is stress. Briggsy, I can only imagine, man. And like,
especially
you don't
when
know,
you're battling on a day.
You don't know how it's gonna go until you hit go live. Like, and I stress out with my flipping YouTube live stream with 5 people watching. Like, so when you're on, when you've got to battle, when it's your league, like when it's an historic thing, when it's the first one you've ever done, like when you don't know what, like I can only imagine the stress. I don't even think you put enough S's. Like,
I pre-record all my shit so far. I don't trust it yet. I know it's gonna fuck off. I pre-record all mine. Fuck that.
Editing is just so long, and I do editing for other stuff. It's just like, nah, I had to bite the bullet, and we're just gonna do this live. You're gonna learn as I learn. Like, we're all learning together. We're gonna see me fuck up as a family. Like, that's how it's gonna go. But I'm gonna get better. Like, and it kind of forces you to get a bit better when you. But I'm talking about, like I say, a little YouTube thing, not a Premier Battles live stream to Twitch to God knows how many people. What is it? 3.5 people consecutively, 50,000. What's that word that I've forgotten already? the streams, 50,000 independent views, 50,000. What's
Yeah, I
that?
saw that on
Tech-
Shotty's Twitter.
I said it earlier. I did the promo right, and now it's just Mav and Bobby. What do we think of that?
Fire.
Right?
That Bobby
Right?
untouchable.
Bobby Ross, correct.
I think a lot of people miss that Bobby.
Rivers, man, like when you see this, it was different. I said I didn't think Bobby could beat Mav at all. Like I really liked and I really rate Mav and what he does. And like I haven't seen, like I'm not as familiar with Bobby because a lot of what I have seen from Bobby, like I rate his rapping ability, but a lot of what I have seen from him isn't necessarily what I particularly like.
That rap is unpredictable, bro. Yeah, cool. Rivers has got more stats than Crash, but Rivers doesn't automatically beat Crash until he beats Crash.
You don't know what man's going through, like in life. Like say if me and Rivers battle and Rivers goes through some fuckery the day before, like the Caps and YD situation, innit? Caps had fuckery the day before, the night before, and that affected his before. That can happen, innit? But fans really don't care about that shit most of the time. 95% fans don't care. They just want to see a show.
Yeah, fully. I think most people did. A lot of people wanted to see what Bobby Rex was going to do, and I think people, far more familiar with Bobby knew what Bobby could do. I didn't think Bobby could do that to Mav, and Mav was so on form. Mav was so on form. But let us bring in the man of the hour, Briggsy, quarterfinalist.
Quarterfinalist, you know.
Talk your shit. Talk your shit.
Anyway,
congratulations, Briggs, man. Thanks so much for joining us so we can give you some flowers
Well done,
live,
boy.
man.
that was close, though. That was close. Mackenzie was a fighter, man.
Oh boy, he really. I think for me, the reason he lost is because he did too well. Like he had too much.
He felt like he was rushing.
I'm glad
material.
you took him out.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I'm glad you took him out, bro. I'm glad you took him out, and I'm glad Bobby took out Maverick. These are two tough opponents, like Mackenzie and Maverick. Like, what the fuck? I'm not to even downplay you, man, because you, man, are both tough opponents, but there's more of a storyline between Rivers and Briggsy and Rivers and Bobby than them two.
Bro, that was the issue, especially with Mackenzie. Like,
I didn't kick you off, like I didn't kick you off, Briggsy, man. Like, get him out. How you come and kick him off my street?
Leave it as that.
Briggsy was like, no, I'm not having this. I'm fucking quarterfinalist here. Get off.
Nah, I know what he's saying, though. That was the issue.
Fight back, Rivers. Fight back.
That's true, bro. I get what you're saying, though, Riv. That's the same shit I had with Mackenzie because I didn't know much about him. So writing for him was like, fuck it. I think I'd only watched the Messi 13 battle. That's it. I don't watch my opponent's back because you end up thinking of bars in your head like, shit, I'll write that pen down and you go, oh shit, I've just heard him say it 2 minutes ago because it's still stuck in your head and it was a nice line. So
subliminally creeps in.
Bro, when I got because obviously I was in a WhatsApp chat with the judges in it, so it pinged through saying Briggs, Mackenzie, Briggs, Mackenzie, and I was like, yo, I don't know how this is gonna go because we have to wait 7 minutes for the poll to come in.
Yeah. Oh man.
But yo, stress. I'm definitely hiring someone to run these streams from the quarterfinal on. Fuck, you know.
Yeah. So were you personally were running the stream?
I run the entire event. Yeah, literally behind the camera. You'll see next week, Riv, like counting down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then jumping into the pit, and then whatever goes wrong while I'm in the pit goes wrong. I can't control it.
Hey, Briggs, what's new though, bro? What's new? You've always been the guy that's doing everything, making sure everybody's like, making sure everyone's in the right hotel where they're meant to be, make sure everyone's paid, make sure everyone's in the right place, finding where Raptor is. Like, you've always been that guy. You've always been that guy, bro. Like, I salute you still. I salute you.
Shit, man.
Raptor.
I'm just glad it well, man.
I've seen him going through it, man, at certain events and getting it done in the end. It's admirable still, like, to see that.
Appreciate it, man. I appreciate everyone on, like, even you, like, doing these live streams and like all driven into the traffic. Like, say we broke 56,000. It was in the end.
Incredible.
Yeah.
We outdid Jazzy Jeff.
That's nuts. That's nuts. That's mad. That's mad. So proud of you guys over there, man. And it was just nice to have there's so much going on at the moment. It's nice to have all the content to talk about. Like it's Yeah, exactly. And like to do for you guys for what you're doing, Noli's chat putting on a fire card next week, like to be able to do that right now and to have put that on over the restrictions that we've just had, didn't know what was going to happen until, you know, what you'd be able to do come February 16th or whatever it was, Valentine's Day, potential like everything could have been shut. Like, no, you can't do anything. Like you didn't. And so, yeah, just the amount of sort of fortitude, mental fortitude that it must have taken for any league owner right now, for you guys to put on a live stream, you know, tournament, to commit to that. And for you, I figured, you know, Briggsy's just behind the scenes running shit, but I didn't literally think you're also the man who's making sure that everyone who's on the stream is getting it whilst you're doing everything else. Hey, can we get like some? Yeah, Briggsy needs some more help, man. Not that the team, I'm sure, all.
Oh yeah, the team was sick yesterday. The team was like, I think we had 7 people working on the live stream, so
yeah,
it was on point. But it's what I do for a living outside of this anyway, so I'm used to the sort of pressure in these environments. But
wicked. Yeah,
just hoping we can make this bigger and better. Not just us, like I say, we've invested in the equipment now, so in the future, like Nolu's chat want live stream events, it's a service that can be offered and stuff now. So
amazing.
About pushing this to the next level for the scene, isn't it?
That's it. And well done to you guys putting it off.
A lot of battlers have stepped up, as you can see from the last 2 Premier Battles cards and the upcoming Noli Chat cards. A lot of people have stepped up in this little gap of time we've had up in it. So I think as things open, we should have some top quality events.
And people are coming back. We got Scoop, who was just here, coming back. Villain the other day said he's coming back. I'm seeing all on my timeline. I keep seeing like Tony D was back and forth with you the other day, although I'm sure Tony D says that all the time. Danny Jack was saying, like, I've seen like everyone is saying, or after yesterday, I saw 2 or 3 comments like, I had to go and pick up my pen after seeing so and so. Like, there's so much energy and excitement in the scene right now in a pandemic.
But it's down to the power, like people are giving all the newcomers shit, but these are the ones that have been carrying the scene. Well, no disrespect to him, but like Villain's been outside, not been outside. Scoop's not battled. Like these men are putting the work to get to this position we're at now.
That's it. They've drawn, and it's like you can't not come back, and you know they're all calling your name. They all want to fight you now as well because they're like, and that's it. They're resting on those laurels. Like, what have you been like? You can't tell me you're a great. You can't tell me you're a vet. That means shit. Like, what have you done for us? Where were you when we needed you? Like, I love how these guys are just letting their.
Of course, you've got to give these guys shots as well, man. Like, if these guys have carried this scene for 2 years and you want to jump back in, give one of these guys a shot.
There you go. That's it. Big up Jess though. Gave it 2-1 Mav. I fully thought Mav was gonna, salute. Wiretap, big up Wiretap, salute Trubs, man, Bison.
Yo, big up Trubs for jumping in last minute on the judging as well, mate. Like literally 5 seconds before we went live.
Absolutely, yeah. No, well done for that, Trubs. So reliable and so hardworking, man. Now that Rivers and Briggs are here, except for you guys, who do you lot think are the wild card battlers that are left? I guess Crash as well. Personally, I think Bizzo and Lazy aren't being talked about enough. Well, everyone talked to me about Bizzo. Bison certainly talked to me about. Bison, sorry.
Bizzo's my.
Talk to me about.
Bizzo's my dark horse for this. Apart, obviously, I'll meet him in the semi-final, so that the story will sort of end there. But I think he'll do well in there. It'd be a shame to kill one of me young gunners, won't it? But, you know, 2.5 bag, I'll bet he one of my best friends if I have to. But it's some good. Slester was my dark horse for the entire thing. It's a shame he went out, but obviously credit to Georgie for going through, man.
Facts. I get murdered. I'll tell my family to blame Premier Battles for having me judge the tournament for 2.5 bags. And still here, if yes. We got Crash and Briggsy, yeah. Crash, what had you seen or heard any of Bobby's rounds before he performed? Sorry, not Crash. Not Crash, sorry.
Briggsy, yeah.
No, nothing at all.
So you were surprised or not surprised, but you were as impressed, I imagine, as everybody else. Like you got to see it live.
You know what it is with Bobby? Bear in mind, I gave Bobby his debut on Don't Flop, but people think me and Bobby go way back, but we don't. I only knew Bobby on his debut. Like, I knew him through like friends, but we never actually properly chilled or anything. Just knew him as like a in the studio he'd pass through. But just watching him grow, obviously Bobby and Raps are rock stars. Like there's not many rock stars left in battle rap, and they enjoy the party of it. But they've always had it in them to be animals when they want to be. So Bobby turning up and doing what Bobby did wasn't a surprise. To be fair as well, he's only really the Yunnan battle. He's never give a bad performance really on Premier Battles. The Yunnan battle wasn't that bad. It was my fuck up really for putting him on last when we was all getting wasted backstage. So that's sort of on me as a promoter as well. It's like we put Raptor on first and he lit the crowd on fire with a red flag battle. So just got to kind of gauge that now. But Bobby went last night and gave probably his best ever performance, I think.
Bobby was incredible.
You know the thing about Bobby as well, like in my predictions, I had Bobby winning over Mav. And then during the live stream, I thought, fuck, Bobby looks wrecked. What's he going to do? Like, even when he was talking in the mic and shit, I was like, oh, no, he's fucked. And then he got on stage and just fucking, I think it was about your battle before. He's behind you and he's practicing. And I'm like, okay, Bob, what you got for us? And then he came out and just gave an A1 performance. I was like, let's fucking go, bruv. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, right. Yeah, A1. You both said it at the same time. Yeah, A1. Yeah, no, he really was on proper form. Like it was his second round as well, wasn't it? Where he had the whole what was it?
The stuff about like everybody dies, don't take someone else's struggles as your own.
That's it, yeah,
he was visiting the hospital. They were living in the hospital.
People are supposed to die.
That was wild.
It's not yours.
A few people got upset by the angle, but I thought it was beautifully written. It was
well done.
He rolled the line of not disrespectful, but respectful at the same time.
I don't think it was disrespectful at all. It was disrespectful to his opponent, not to his opponent's nan. Like he didn't disrespect. Like it was, and I think Crafty said on the stream yesterday, like you can't, when you're using the angle, how can you use that angle? You have to, like it's inbuilt that you're going to have to use the bad angle that you're saying is about, like you're going to have to talk about that. But I think he did it perfectly. Like there was no disrespect there to Nana. Like it was done flawlessly. Like, and he was brilliant, man. It was brilliant. I had Mav winning, to be honest. I even told him that when we spoke last night. It's arguably the best Bobby we've seen in a while. I'm not mad he won and went through. Yeah, 100%. It was a great battle and a great way to end as well. With I think it was I can't remember what I was going to say already. So someone, I'm waffling, take over for me.
To be honest with that battle as well, like all the way through the event, we was arguing when that was going to happen. We was going to put it on first, because obviously to load the sort of introduction from King of the Dot to Premier Battles and UK Battle Rap, it would have been dope to start with that. But while we was in the venue, it was like, it needs to be like a fight. Like you watch a UFC card, you don't watch the headline first. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
So we've done that, but. Yeah, I think next week, going forward from now on, we can mix them up now. The fans are aware of what they're going to get on the stream. If we can break that 100K barrier, then sick. But, they ended it perfectly. The comments were banging off last night as well. I didn't watch the battle in the pit. I just sat on the laptop and just watched the stream going up and down, and the reaction to it was insane. But I think that's what everyone wanted to see from Bobby and Mav, because obviously Mav's battle was real sick, which has gone down well. So if people wanted to see how he'd adapt to someone like Bobby Rex as well, who's a completely different Scoop. You've been with Bobby Rex. When he screams in your face, it's loud.
Bobby probably not the best presence of anyone I've seen in UK battle, period.
Bobby's a rapper, isn't he? Bobby just knows how to. Even when there was times yesterday, you could tell Bobby was sort of losing his bar, but you'll never notice that with Bobby Rex because he handles it very, very well.
You can rap, man.
Transition game, sick.
Yeah.
Briggs telling me yesterday's numbers again. 56,000 jobs. Bro, we had 3,700 at one point. That was the highest, which is like, I worked it out before. It's, what's the one in London? Is it Shepherd's Bush in London? It's Shepherd's Bush in the Roundhouse together. We'd have felt like it was people in a room. So if we can get 5, man, 5. If we get 5 for your battle with Matter, mate, that's where we want it to go. You're on mute, Riv. He's talking the illy shit then as well. Is everyone on mute or is it just me?
I'm sure I can't hear nobody, bro.
No, I can only hear you.
I put myself on mute. I always do that and then I forget. Oh, look, my fan is here. Hey, baby. Here's Rivers. He's come back. I made jokes about Rivers being swept down the stream and no one heard it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get swept down the stream?
Yeah, I got fucked over by my Wi-Fi or whatever the hell happened. But I'm back. You can hear me now, yeah?
Are you talking shit to Briggsy again? Because every time he says something about Briggsy, he kicks you off. I don't know how he does it. Like he just said, he can show you like this is his job. Like he's hacked into the system. He's like, yeah, that's
my live team in the next room cutting him off every time he says
right?
Listen, all I was saying is he was saying, "Right, if we can get yours to 5K," I was saying I'm gonna do everything on my end to make sure that you get me. It's exciting for them from the first round, whatever in it, like so. You get me? As long as I do my job, Matt does his, then maybe, hopefully, we get that. You get me?
Oh, for real. Just about building on it now, innit? Because, like I say, if we get to a point where we're doing these live streams throughout the year, every league can do it. Like, it just builds the scene back to where it was a couple of years ago. That's the only way we're going to do it. Get new eyes on it, new people interested in jumping in, especially rappers. Like, it's the best way, man. But, just buzzing without when.
100%, man. But yeah, man, you have to try and. Did you speak to Snoop at all?
No, not yet. I've just been booking hotels and travel at the minute.
Okay.
I'm going to try and get down, yeah.
Yeah, see if you can get down, man. It would be nice to have you in the building, as I was saying, man.
Yeah, definitely. It just depends what happens with his fucking Boris announcement tomorrow, doesn't it? If he puts us into lockdown again, it's just going to be a big issue with everything.
Yeah, kind of messing things up. What time's his announcement?
I think it's 7:30 tomorrow. From what I know, a guy who's
get your bars up, media.
There's a guy I know who does a lot of like big festivals, like Park Life Festival and that. He's shared all the leaks before. Apparently, like we're out of lockdown and tears tomorrow, but just like bubbles are 6 again, which is like it's better than nothing, isn't it? So
yeah, it's better than lockdown. Like
lockdown's been hard. Like yesterday, man, like people going out for smokes, we had to tell them to go and hide and shit like that. Like,
oh yeah.
It was mad. Last time I was there, you heard about that incident, Briggs. Man went out for a smoke and everything.
White House says 2 followers on Twitch, and King of the Dot is one of them.
Yes, big up.
How mad is that?
Yeah, no, for real. Share that.
All right, watch your gun, bro.
Yo, I'll tell you, you know what? We've not even announced this yet, but fuck it. From the quarterfinals, Trouble's going to be doing Shotty's job on the live streams.
Way. Go on, Chubbs.
That's nice. That's a good look for Chubbs. Wiretap stepping up.
Yeah, no, Chubbs is so good at what he does, man. He's so good at it. I'm so glad that he's getting that look. So you shared that. There you go, Briggsy. Just let the cat out of the bag. Phil, how's it going?
Hey, what you saying?
Yo, man, that Phil. What's going on, bros?
Yeah, what's good, cuz? What are you saying?
I heard that you're putting up £500, my brother. That's what I heard.
Bro, listen, I told him, man, he wants to battle in it. So I told him, man, if he wants to battle, put £500 up, bro.
This is what I'm talking about, you know. The game's not like it used to be, Bricks. It's all changed now.
It's like 5 minutes. It was like 5 minutes. AJ was talking his shit, I think, the week before. Phil comes on the stream. AJ jumps in. He's like, yeah, man. Phil was saying before that, AJ he never says it to me. Like, he's always, I hear this all the time. AJ wants to fight, but he doesn't. He's got my number. He's got social media. AJ pops up in the stream like, I want to battle you, bro. Comes on. Minutes later, we got £500 on the line. Let's do this.
Bro, I'm not battling these whack guys for free. Like, like yo, I'll take your pee along the way, innit? Like,
yo, someone needs to take that 500 before that's locked in, though. It's easy saying.
Bro, listen, if you want to battle, like he wants to battle me, and I don't care about battling him. Like,
yo, these men have got too much disposable income. I'm not putting no 500 on no battle.
Bro, you know what, Briggsy, the worst thing is, yeah, I want to raise it to $1,000 now. Like,
yeah, but yo, fuck that, bro.
Look, bro. Like, calm it down, because when you do that, what you do is like you almost make someone want to find an excuse, because it's like, who's got a grand to just like, I
you're
get
pricing man out. Slightly, you're pricing man out the battle, bro.
Yeah,
Five goals
and all
is
of a
kind of
sudden,
manageable.
like,
You know,
you
I
know,
might be pricing man out,
Yeah.
I might be pricing man out, but like, he's not good enough to just battle for £500 anymore.
You know what? Yeah, he might get some investors. You know.
Like, no, bro, listen, he's gonna need to get his sponsors, his management. Like, they're gonna have to sort out something for the situation, innit? Like I'm willing to put up a G in it. Like, but if you can't do a G, then we can do 750. But like 500 isn't even enough for man no more. Like, bro, like, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna take 500 in it, but I don't want to walk away with 500 anymore. Like,
you want more than that.
Bro, listen. I want some financial gain.
You want to book on the side.
Okay.
You want to book on the side, like put some bets on, like take some bets.
But
like,
you know what's funny though, yeah?
Like,
I don't know.
Listen, I'm on betting against anyone.
Like Briggs, back in the day of the early stage of battle rap, remember like Mook and them man day, yeah? They used to battle for like 5 racks sometimes, innit? 15 and all this type of stuff. Remember like he was saying, I can't get 25, I can get 10. Remember we were saying like the Cassidy and all of that. Like, but that's like 10 racks though. Come on, like what the fuck?
Bro, I've seen
that's a life changing
contracts. Them URL contracts are crazy, bro. Like, bear in mind when we was in talks with Loaded Lux, bro, like the dough was different. I told you, Moot quoted us $250,000 to battle Shy. $250,000.
So hold on. Where did Moot think you lot was gonna get that from?
Bro, I'd have had to sell my house and everything. Just to watch yeah, bro, fuck that. Yeah,
for Moot to come and talk about hypocritical.
Yeah, that shit was awful.
Bro, them URL money checks are different, bro. Like, I don't even know what they're getting paid off caffeine as well now. Different game.
Yeah,
that shit's different, man.
But this hustle thing is serious. What, we got 3 battles now, yeah?
Yeah, no. Hold on. No. We got Rivers versus Tox.
Mm-hmm.
We got Scoot versus Crash. Mm-hmm. We got Villain versus AJ.
Yeah, we got a charity match because it's not even a battle.
And we got Enigma, young Enigma. He's gonna battle against somebody still, and Jester as well. They just got to find someone that wants to put their money up. That's it.
Battle Jester?
No. They both want to put money up, not against each other. But for me, it makes more sense you put it up against each other. Huh?
I was gonna say Jester's throwing 500 up. I'm in. It's a tax write-off.
Talk to him, bro. Talk to him. You might be able to. You might want to do it.
Nah, I couldn't battle Jester, man. Jester's my bro.
Oh, man said whiskey business. Yeah, for real. $500,000 for whiskey business.
Listen, I've got a whole.
Did you say $250,000, $500,000?
I got a whole load of notes written about that one round because it's just so bad. There's so many bad bars in just one round. I had to make sure that I still knew my shit because everyone goes on about it so much.
Like, Abraham saying which newcomers are worth the battle round. Yeah, do you know what, bro?
That's just
like which newcomers are worth 500? None, bro.
Jester got that proper biblical name, you know, Abraham. Fuck you know.
Wait, is that Jester?
Jester,
biblical.
Jester's Abraham.
Yeah,
bro. He's got that biblical name, fam.
I keep thinking we need to do something. Oh, it's not Facebook. Okay, it's YouTube. I think,
bro. You know when I read Abraham, I started speaking to man in proper English and that.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, I can't lie. I know disrespect to Abraham and that because like, when I read Abraham, I was like, yo, I need to speak to man properly. Like,
I said apes.
Good old.
I love that name. I can't lie. I love that name, Abraham.
Yeah,
it's a good thing.
I always forget Facebook comments don't pop up. Yanif was cracking up about Bareback Ben.
Yeah, you gotta call my name. Fuck up, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't know what his name was, man. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I
didn't know his name was Abraham because I can't lie.
Boyo, Backpack Boyo. I don't know.
What's your beef with Ben?
I genuinely don't have specific beef with him. I just I didn't really rate it, and I just felt it was punching down. It was what it was. Like, he came out to sort of, and I guess he didn't, and I genuinely haven't watched even the stream. Like, I don't care this much. I did a video obviously about it. I did two, so it looks like I care a whole heap. The second one was more about me than it was about him. And it was more about saying this is why, and because I get this sort of, she always says nice things. No, I fucking don't. Like, I say some really bad things about, or not bad things, but like I don't just say nice things, but I don't think what he was doing, what I wanted to avoid was someone so loudly getting so many views in a scene which doesn't get views, saying UK battle rap is shit and here's why you shouldn't watch it, saying, yeah, it is shit, and we're gonna watch you. We're not gonna watch UK battle rap. That was what, everyone is free to say what they want, and you can't tell anyone. Don't tell me what to do when I pick up my camera and I speak to the world. I'm gonna say what I want to say. I believe everyone should be free to do that. But I wanted balance. As long as there's balance, as long as when something like that happens, there's balance. And I just think it was me just sort of saying, here's how I feel about that. And I feel like you were just shitting on the new guys who really need growth and encouragement. And it wasn't just him.
You felt like it wasn't very constructive. You felt like it wasn't very constructive. You just felt like he was just shitting on guys.
That, not just him, but that, and then the noise that it made wasn't, I don't think it was particularly constructive. I think it could have been more, but that's his thing. I'm not going to tell him what to do. I just said what I thought about it and why I think we need to also promote and encourage. So if there's Backpack Billy Boy over there, we need to make sure there's people also. And I'm not saying cotton wooling, mollycoddling, holding hands, telling shit people that they're good or glossing over bad performances. I'm just saying lift, like, cause in a new crop, you're going to have all levels of talent. You're not going to have 10 guys come in and all 10 guys all of a sudden are going to be great. They're new. They've got a lot of stuff to learn. Some of them are going to have more natural ability than others, and some are just not going to cut it. But there's a way to get them all to the stage where you can filter clearly who's got the potential, who really needs work, who's a natural star, and who's just not going to cut it.
But Jen, the thing about it is, I agree with what you're saying. I don't agree with everything Bareback Ben, oh my god, bootleg Ben was saying, yeah.
I said Bareback Ben, you know.
Yeah. I agree with
bro, did you say Bareback Ben, fam?
Yeah,
that's his name, bro.
I agree with everything this guy was saying, yeah. But I'll tell you one thing, Jen, yeah. You two are coming from different perspectives in terms of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's someone that, even I've had arguments with him when he was in the forum, yeah? He's someone that's been heavily involved in the scene for however long. He's had many an argument with many people, blah, blah, blah. He's one of those kind of people where that is his opinion. And unfortunately, he's not going to say, like I say, I don't agree with him wholeheartedly, but unfortunately, if he thinks the whole thing is trash, he's going to say that. And he's obviously saying that because he went and took someone who, like, obviously people are saying is the best newcomer, blah, 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 and went out of his way to tear him down. Yeah? Now, the thing about Ben is comparing the scene that he knew. I'm talking well before I even got him, or Rivers got him. He's comparing the heyday and the scene that he knew compared to now. Yeah? He's not going to be subjective with regards to growth and blah, 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 because all he's doing is comparing. It's like, for example, if you compare, you can't go and compare something else to say when Shotty or Yunan and Deadman came in, because it's going to be hard. Do you get what I'm saying? You got to natural what's in front of you. But he was not on none of that. He was just on saying you guys are trash. And it's like, what I'm saying is, from his perspective, you can't stop him doing that. I don't think he should be doing that. But
you're talking what? Say that again, you muffled.
What you can gather from what Ben is doing, he doesn't care. He's one of those kind of people where it's like, I don't give a shit. This is what I was used to, and I don't care about what the scene is now, so fuck your opinion. That is literally what Ben was doing in that whole thing. He was like, bro, you're on a trash.
And he's free
I
to
don't
do
get it,
that.
man.
He's free to do that. If that's what he
I'll
wants
get
to
it,
do
man.
with his spare time, like
I can't like
his girlfriend left him or whatever, like then like he's bored. I don't know, like whatever, for whatever reason, like that's his motivation, that's his intent, whatever. And it's, I think for me, I think it's sensationalism. I think he knows what something like that is going to do. He's cleared off everything from his channel. I don't know when he did that, but he's had a channel for a long time, cleared it, comes out back-to-back videos, just sort of with humor, like some critique, but sensational.
This is the guy, yeah, that hid behind a profile picture. No one knew who the fuck this guy was for years. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, I've had arguments with this guy online about bare random shit in the forum. No one knew who this guy was, bro. Yeah, when you did this video, someone had to inbox me and say, "Yo, you know that's my man from the forum from years ago." Blah blah blah. So to me, take what he says with a pinch of salt. He's not someone that represents all of us. You get what I'm saying? Take what he's saying with a pinch of salt. To me, I gotta look at it like, if you're not trying to help grow the team, I'm not really gonna listen to your opinion wholeheartedly. There's some things he said that were valid, but he's not trying to help anybody. You get what I'm saying? So if you're not in a position where you're trying to help nobody, I will take what you say with a pinch of salt, because unfortunately, opinions are like arseholes. Everyone's got one. Whether or not I will take your opinion is a whole other thing. Look what he did.
I do.
What he did was narcissistic, yeah? The man made 2 blogs about 2 battle rappers he didn't make, and then put up his own battle, yeah? I was like, well, this guy is moving mad.
Yeah, but like the thing is, this is the internet though, and like you're always going to have, this is what I'm saying, like for me, it wasn't about this one guy, because if it's not him and it's not now, then at some point someone else is going to do that, because it's easy to do. It's easy. Like if you're an attention seeker, if you want sensation, if you want to be funny, if you want to like crack jokes, like if that's your thing, it's easy to come out, and you're going to come out and, you know, kind of like pick.
Do you know what it is though, Jen, though, yeah? I think it's like with people like him, yeah, it's like it's a slippery slope, because it gets to the point where, you know, like for example, this is a mad like equivalent, but you know, like Arsenal fan TV, we only want to watch you if Arsenal is doing badly. Do you understand? Yeah. You got no value to us if Arsenal are doing well. And it's like he becomes that guy. He becomes a guy where if battle rap's in a good space, we don't want to hear from you, bro. We only want to hear from you if the game's fucked. Do you understand? It's a slippery slope. Like, you still got to be balanced.
There are people that are always going to be entertained by it. Like people find him entertaining, and a lot of what people consume, they don't necessarily agree with. You don't have to agree. Like I watch some stuff, I don't agree with at all, but it's entertaining.
I think it's divisive for what we're trying to build going forward. I think it's quite divisive, because what you're doing is you're building a subculture of people that are only here to shit on the culture. They're only here to shit on the people coming up that's trying to build. Do you understand? And we don't even need that. And I get me. We can't stop it. There'll always be individual trolls here and there popping up, chatting their shit. I'm sure Cloudy's got 7 of them sitting on his couch right now, whatever, innit? But I'm just saying, overall, yeah, we don't really need a group of people that there's someone that it's like, it reminds me of like Angry Fan. Angry Fan's cool because he complains about what's going wrong, but then at the same time, sometimes there's nothing to complain about. You're creating things because no one wants to hear you just normally say, yeah, how's everyone going? Everyone cool today? Like, we have to hear you saying, oh, I'm pissed off. This is going on. Rare.
Angry Fan puts out 7 videos a day. It's very different to bootleg Billy-O sitting there and, you know,
I understand, but this is why I say it's a slippery slope.
Who's this bootleg
slippery slope? Because it's literally a slippery slope, because like Brockfoot Billy, he could literally start this now and then become that 7 video a day guy. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, what is this guy's name? Is he Brockfoot Billy? Is he Bareback Ben? Is he?
Bro,
yo,
he's Bengali Brock.
His name is Bootleg Ben. That is right, isn't it? I give him so many wrong names, I forget.
What did you say? Looking Ben.
Too many different names. I don't know what he does. Like, I don't even know who he is.
Yeah.
That's the one, yo. Bareback Ben.
Bruv, you called him Bareback Ben, so that's what I'm running with now.
Yo, the thing is, it does his job. Like it's what a week ago since he'd done it, and we're still talking about it. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
What happened? What
The
happened?
thing is,
It worked.
he didn't even do
It
nothing.
worked.
A shit blog saying battle rap shit, and then fair enough. Like I interviewed him. Fair enough. He had a couple points that I agreed with, and a couple points that were
okay. You interviewed him.
I interviewed him after he went. He's not viral. He got 1,000 views on the forum, but like,
bro, why did you interview this bareback Ben guy? Cuz,
bro,
yeah, like.
Yeah.
It was more Stroll that interviewed him, though, innit? Stroll's team.
Stroll's got a new show where.
Okay, no. I heard about that. Yeah, you and Stroll did the thing.
So we had him on, but I just wanted to pressure him. But to be fair, some of the things he said made sense. Some of it was just targeted, like you could, for example, Deviant. He was just going at Deviant for ages, and I was like, "Yo, we're not talking about Deviant." But
what is he, UK guy?
He was going on about Jester for so long that I came off the stream. Like the first, I don't know. I watched you and Stro do the intro. I watched him come on, and I can't remember where I came out, but I came out because all it seemed that he was trying to do was to make Briggsy say, "Yes, Jester is shit." Like agree with me. I agree. He just kept bringing it, but you know it didn't rhyme though. But you know, like, so would you book him? So this that no matter where you took it, he brought it back to this one, and it was just Jester focused. It was very focused on Jester. I went to go and cook up. This is Phil. It was the same day that we did the interview because I was prepping for your interview. I was cooking, trying to eat. Come back. Literally, the first thing I've heard him say is, "Briggsy, you know he didn't rhyme though." And I'm like, "Are you fucking for real? I've gone cooked a whole meal, come back, and you're saying exactly the same thing." Like,
and
did you?
That's a draw. You see, for you, Briggsy, you're someone that's influential in the scene, yeah? I think it's fucked up he puts you in a position like that. Because it's like...
Bro,
I think...
do that. You know, for example, when you just don't ask certain questions, or you don't try to draw a man out, like, bro, don't do that.
But he's going to do that because he's a dickhead. And I think Briggsy knows that he's going to come on and be a dickhead. He's not going to come on and all of a sudden act like an adult. Like, he's going to come on and be the same backpack Billy Boy that he was in his stream. He's not all of a sudden going to, he might justify some stuff. He might give reasoning, but he's still going to be that same sort of sensationalist guy. So what he wants is, he wants them to have Briggsy dancing around like in fact, I kind of feel like he got a bit more out of it than he should have, because what he did get was a long time of Briggsy having to dance around talking about one or two of his battlers. Like, no, seriously, I just, this is what I'm saying. People think I just say nice things, like I have, but just being real, like I think he got more out of you than he should have.
But at the same time, though, if we wouldn't have done that, the whole forum for the rest of that week leading up to Anarchy would have been bootleg Ben talking shit.
You had to lock it down. You had to shut it down. That's it, absolutely. And when he did it as well, that's the thing as well.
Whatever happens is Jester will still get booked by Premier Battle. So whatever Ben Jameson's fucking opinion is on Jester Black doesn't mean I have to agree with it as a promoter.
Oh, Ben Jameson.
Let me make that point as well. I thought that was so distasteful to do it when he did it, when there was so much positivity going on, like around when he's talking about Celeste, he's talking about Georgie. They're just going, they're new guys, they're brand new in this, and you've put all this pressure on them as they're going into one of the biggest things that the biggest thing they've ever done in battle rap. Premier Battles is doing some historic shit, and you pick their battles to go and shit on. Right now, you couldn't wait.
Do you know what I would have asked him? Do you know what I would have asked him? I would have asked him, big man, big question, yeah? You've been in the forum for years. Why is it now that the scene is at a state where you don't think it's good?
Bro, you're not serious about
you now developed a ball sack.
I tell you what. Let's not.
Wait. Is it? Wait.
Bro, you weren't talking before.
Hold on. Is it?
Go on,
you said Ben Jameson.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, I know that name.
Yeah.
Can I make a suggestion? Can I suggest
that guy's been following the team for so long?
Yeah. Can I suggest that we not give? I think what that did was raise the interesting question of where's the line? How do we support? How do we critique? Like what, I think it raised interesting questions, and I don't want to focus it on him because a lot of that was negative, but I do think there are positives that you can draw from it. And if we're going to further the conversation, then I think that's where it's furthering rather than just fueling more, especially like I said, when there's so much going on in battle rap. I'm conscious right now that We've got one of the tournament battlers here. We've got the tournament, we've got two of the tournament battlers here. We've got the co-owner of the league, right? That's it. So we're giving so much.
Big up Briggsy for his performance yesterday.
Flowers. That's what I'm saying. Like, I said when Briggsy came on, I was so glad that
I ain't had the chance to say it, you know what I mean? But like, big up Briggsy for his performance.
Yeah, that second round was like, I was at work. I was like, oh shit.
Bro, fam. Like, I don't even tune into battles, bro. I tune in for that shit. Like, he was, and I was on time. Like, I was my 15 minutes. I prepared my time. Like, I managed my time to get involved in it. But like, you know what? You killed it, bro.
Because one of my boys from work is from Manchester, innit? And I was showing him, and he was like, raw. What a man yet, man. He was 40, bro. He didn't even know.
I was sitting here. I think I tweeted the thing. I think I put a couple things in the stream, but I was dead. Like the first battle I watched in the bath. The second battle I watched, maybe sitting here, I don't know, but I was dead. When you took off in the second round, I had to tweet like, fucking hell.
That's why I was so pissed when I had to stumble in the third, because it was just like, it
wasn't even a stumble like that, man.
Nah, you know what it was though, bro? Because I felt the way the battle was going, so I thought I have to execute this third. So even though it was a stumble, obviously, when you stumbled, it feels like 5 hours, even though it's half a second.
Yeah, bro. You don't tell me, bro. I know I'm the king of them stumbles, cuz. I'm in the matrix with the stumbles, bro.
You did, like, for all you had on your shoulders, man. That was a stellar performance, and it got me really excited to see you in the quarterfinals. And like really gassed for the second part of the round. How's prep going? Everything going smooth? Well, I guess you've taken a breather, have you? Have you just gone straight into it?
Jen said, "How's prep going?"
I won't know when we've got to.
Jen, he just battled like 24 hours ago. Let man breathe.
Well, no, sorry, I don't mean. I just meant more as like. I'm just talking about because literally Premier Battles have got to get right back to it next week. Like Briggsy doesn't, but Premier Battles does. So when I'm saying prep, I'm not saying right. So you started writing yet, Briggsy? Did you have your Weetabix this morning? Yeah, you picked up your pen.
I won't know my battles next week anyway.
Yeah, exactly. But I just meant prep.
Joker Star, innit? I'm hopefully Joker Star, but we'll just see. I don't really want to battle Acor just because I feel like it's writing for Mackenzie again.
It's not easy, it's not easy, is it?
Joker, like me and Joker's, like I say, it's been planned for years, but I want Joker to get in my face. Like that is what I'm expecting. Mackenzie was doing it today, to be fair to him. But I feel like me and Joker will have a war. But after the way I stumbled yesterday, I feel like I'm only on 60%, so I can definitely boost that to 100 now.
Certain battles are mad to write for, man.
Bro,
like when I got offered Shuffle T and I looked and I just said, "What do you want me to do? Like, what do you want me to say?
I've done them battles, mate. I battled Mixer. Remember Mixer, Mark Griswold?
Oh, Mixie, yeah, Mixie.
Yeah.
I done my usual style, and he said one of his bars was like, "You look like Shrek got tangled or something," and the room popped, And I just stood there and I went, "Yo, I'm freezing. Like I can't, whatever I say."
Yeah.
He just like, I was getting in his face and everything, and he's just like, "Calm down, mate," and I'm like, So you just got to pick that comes with learning the game, though, doesn't it? You got to go through them embarrassing ones.
Be a quarterfinal as well, Briggsy. You should be a lot more.
Who's Mindy?
A lot more relaxed. What did Troy say about Mindy?
Troy said
you should be able to be a lot more. Oh, Mindy was jokes. Yeah, you should be able. Like the first one, I imagine there was a lot of nerves and anxiety because you just don't know what the hell's going on. So even when you're going to battle, anything could go wrong, and you haven't. Next time you battle, you'll have had at least 2 under the belt. It will be your third one. I think you'll be able to maybe relax into it a little more. Well, maybe not, but
because we've done the stream now. We've kind of got an idea of how they run, so I won't have to be as hands-on. So I'll just bring someone in like Stro or something just to do my job on that day. But
that third battle could be Rivers still. That third battle could be Rivers versus Briggsy still, bro. That's what it might be, but you know what it is. I can't sleep on Biz or Bond or LSD, bro, or even Matter. To be honest, like I ain't done shit yet. To be honest, so I don't even wanna. You know, when you start looking at the dinner and you haven't even finished your lunch yet. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna stay in my lane, but I'm trying to get to that third battle and see Briggsy still. I'm not trying to see Acre at that battle. I'm trying to see
I
Briggsy.
said at the start of the year, didn't I? Like the hit list was you, Joker, and Volk. So I can if I get 2 years from start of the year, bro.
Oh, what?
Good.
Yeah,
good.
nice.
Yeah, that's a question. That's a question. Obviously, Briggsy, you've been involved for years, like part of the core of this shit. Is there anyone left that you said, you know what, it's unfinished business, or I want to battle?
I was meant to battle O'Shea at Apex, and O'Shea for me is not my style, but like I've known O'Shea for like 12 years now, so the material's a bit different. I'm having fun with O'Shea. But yeah, you know what? They don't bother me if they're top tier or newcomer. Like as long as they pique me interest, I'll battle them. I don't really care. Especially running the league now, like I get to do 1-2 battles. Like this is mad. I want to do. If I get to the final, it's 4 battles. Like I've never done that since Don't Flop days. But yeah, when I was doing Don't Flop, mate, I was doing like 7-8 battles a year, so I pretty much went with everyone I wanted. But yeah, if like I don't think I've ever turned a battle down that was interesting. If someone pops up, I want an international. I've never had one, which is I've been the international, but I've never had an international.
Wait, you've never had an international?
Seriously?
Never. A bit like I said, I've been.
Are you been getting shagged, fam?
Bro, I've been the international, which is weird. I went to South Africa.
How you getting shagged like
this,
man?
I also shot you straight. I'm booking my own international. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, bro. Nah, you know what? Yeah, bro. Listen, let's do the GoFundMe, fam.
Yeah, for real.
He says it all the time.
We'll do the GoFundMe,
yeah, Briggsy international.
Who would you like, Briggsy?
What international wise?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Ilma. I don't want to die, bro.
If anyone just saw me like rolling up back to back, like this is what happens when I'm really tired. Like I get free on the go and I don't even know it, man. It's just
you're rolling. I'm trying to find my fucking light. Right?
What you say, Scoop?
There's only one person
left
in the UK scene I wanted to really bad.
It's here.
And I only wanted to battle him because I see him at the Green Reaper and that's respect the year.
Bro, fuck you, fam.
The only person I was looking at and I said, you know what, for the test I wanted to battle, just for the test of it, was Respect BA.
Yeah, Respect's dope, bro. We tried booking Respect. We had Respect BA Soul locked in for Apex, but he backed out of it.
Oh, shit.
Who? Respect
BA and Soul, yeah.
What a pussy,
basically, Respect turned around to us and said he wants to battle for Saurus before battling anyone else, so.
What a pussy, bro. Why do you want to battle for Saurus? Bro, for Saurus ain't even a popular.
I want to battle to Saurus.
Bro, we offered him some as well to headline because we're gonna do it in Edinburgh.
I hate these techie battlers that just like bitch out of shit because just to bitch out of shit.
Bro,
why would you want right now? Honestly, yeah, if you're gonna offer now, if you offer me Soul or Thesaurus, I'm taking Soul. Like
all day.
Like
and for your country as well. Imagine
bro, on a Scottish thing, cuz we're Scottish, bruv.
Do you know what that does for your country? Do you know what that does for your country?
Yeah, you push your culture forward. Bro, I hate them, but them man are pussies, fam. That's a pussy move. That's a pussy move. What a bitch,
not even me. Raptor and Shot in Manchester is selling out the event. It does
do you know them ones, bro? It's like fucking Tony and Gemini in London. Like, what the fuck do you mean? I want to battle for Saurus. I want to battle for Saurus instead of Squash. Shut up, man.
I think he had it locked in. I think it was locked in when that rap is full or something. So I don't know what. But he hit me up and it was just like, look, I want to do Thesaurus before Soul, and I was like,
that makes no sense, bro.
Has he battled the Saurus yet?
No,
of course not.
Bro, you got
that was the Shuffle T stepped in as a replacement for the Respect BA battle because the original card was Shotty Gemini, Respect BA and Soul. That was like the headlines of it. So we was gonna do day 1 in Manchester and day 2 in Scotland.
Oh, actually no, there is one other person. I was talking to him about this actually. He hit me up, and that was Raptor. He hit me up about a month ago when he was preparing for Rivers all drunk and shit.
Raptor like quits and then he's back again, but
he'll be back.
This time he sounds serious that he's out, so But we'll see. Like you say, let him get his. I know he's working on an album, so
yeah, I think he'll push his album, and when he gets a gap, I think he'll just take a sneaky little battle. Still, I reckon he'll just take it. Still.
Yeah, it's just clocked that you named yourself quarter-finalist, Briggsy, and he's cracking up about it. Yeah,
that's one of the things I think a lot of people don't look at enough. Like throughout the whole of battle rap, obviously a lot of you men are musicians first, and I think a lot of people really forget that. Like you actually man are actually really dope rappers. I've heard all your music. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I look at it and I think, rah, there's actually a lot of talented people in this thing.
So talented.
That actually rap. And I think, rah, this is mad.
It's mad that it's mad how you think people get into battle rap without rapping. Like when I got into it, Psychosis Holocaust was the cameraman when I had my debut. Like everyone in the room was a rapper. Like there was no comedians or anything. Like everyone rap. Like the amount of ciphers you see in events now. I mean, I hate ciphers. I couldn't think of anything worse. But they used to pop up everywhere, man.
Yeah.
It's changed now, man. I think there was an era where a lot of the people coming into it were just fans that figured out a little formula how to do it, and then that's where the game kind of changed, where it's like the elements of like what we're used to, where a man can rap and battle, it kind of got lost a little bit. We got battlers now, you know what I mean?
Fans that stepped in, got murdered, and then felt too embarrassed to be a fan again, so they vanished. But that happened continuously for a couple of months. What you say?
No, but you know what it is? It's true, no, because a lot of mad tryout names that you used to see back in the day, like Billy Bob Blue and Pink Hat Prince, and you know, like Ratchet, like Robert, and all these guys, they gone missing. They come, they die, and they go. You know what I mean?
What was my man called? Martin Richards. He was at every event, and he stepped into it and got beat and never. I don't think I've seen him at an event since, but he was like proper involved and everything.
Bro, he was front row of every.
He threw up the king of the dot, bro. He threw up the king of the dot.
He was like a fan, you get me?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Fuck rookies versus vets. We need rappers versus forum nerds.
That should be a good card.
Don't kill me about Martin Richards, yeah? He's a genuinely nice person. He's a nice guy.
He's such a nice guy, man.
Such a nice guy, yeah. But don't kill me Martin Richards, yeah? Any event you go to, he's in the fucking front row. Yeah, you don't know how the fuck he got there. He just gets there. Yeah, when he went to King of the Dot, this motherfucker was in the front row again. I said, how the fuck did you get to the front row and it's not even your country? How did you get there, bro? Did you sleep?
It's with him as well, like not even just him, but fans like that. You used to enjoy going to the events and seeing these people because you didn't any characters within the scene as fans. But we'll get back there anyway. Like I say, I feel like our audience is growing. No Loose Chat just about to start getting their events popping again. So
yeah, man, it's looking good.
It's been a reset.
Good.
Last year, let us reset everything. I think.
Yeah,
absolutely.
definitely.
And get some people back in the ring.
Yeah, for real.
And get some people back in the ring, innit?
Mate, we've had a few people hit us back up, so
I had to, bro.
A few names. But like I say, the man stepping back in the pit, I've got to give these newcomers shots as well, because these are the ones that have been dragging it for the last year and a half.
Yeah.
Phil, he's talking to you. Scoop, he's talking to you.
Yo, what?
The guys who've been dragging.
Scoop's battling Crash, aren't you?
Yeah, now. But where you been? Where you been, bro? Villain, where you been, bro? Briggsy was talking to you two.
I've been
left these men in the lurch. You just let them fight amongst themselves. You left them no guidance, no example, no standard setting. And like also, all right, let me say this point. Not talking about the guy, but like talking about the absence that was in the scene, like the scene that the newcomers in the last couple of years came into. Let's not pretend you're saying, you know, my guy's looking at the scene that he came into. Like you can't, it's difficult to, but like there was a vacuum.
Yo, beg you change your camera angle then, bro, my bad. yeah, that looked mad.
I didn't see.
Bareback venting.
Camera shot.
Bareback venting.
I'm just thinking of the screenshot. Sorry to interrupt you, Jenna.
Let me write down the timestamp and make sure I get that screenshot.
Are we good now?
2 hours, yeah. Got that screenshot, don't worry.
So we're good now.
That'll be the thumbnail. That'll be the thumbnail.
Damn, that is the name of the year, bro.
You said bareback.
Yeah, shout out, yeah.
Imagine that was your battle rap name. I would rate that, you know.
Yeah, Yano said
bro, do you remember that? Do you remember that chick that was a battler, yeah, and her name was Deep Throat Thug?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yo, Deep Throat Thug was the realest. Yo, that's the realest name ever.
Didn't Danny Jack get like 120,000 views with it or something, man?
Yeah. I should have battled her, man. I was on a roll for females. I should have battled her.
I'm trying to get
women
more battlers in, but they're just hard to find.
Women, sorry, Jen.
Yeah. You posted. I think it was you, wasn't it, Briggsy? You posted that the other day on Twitter.
We've been trying to get them for a while, but when we hit up like rappers, like female rappers, none of them have an interest. So it's just I'm guessing it's just going to take one to do well, and then get an influx of it.
But it's growth. It doesn't. I guess it's not. Especially if you're someone who's maybe successful in your career, to take time out, learn how to battle, start at the bottom. Someone, I think it was Canal, wasn't it, made some really great points in that thread talking about the opposition that these women are getting when they're coming in. They're getting other shit guys who, or they're coming in as new tier, so they're getting the new battler opposition, and some of the level of opponent is basically you're a slag because you think like that sort of thing. Your mum and it's not the sort of thing that's going to encourage a woman to want to stay, to have 3 rounds of misogyny, and not even clever misogyny sort of put at her because it's a newcomer. Whereas if you maybe put her with someone, if you rear the women differently, and yes, it's favoritism, and yes, it's giving people special treatment, but you have to, when you're trying to encourage when there's an absence of something, you have to give people.
It's a two-edged sword though as well, because if you give them someone who's actually already battled once or twice and they get murdered, they don't come back anyway.
But that's what I'm saying. You kind of have to play them gently. You have to give them someone who's going to not try to kill them, but try to challenge them. This is what I'm saying. You really have to play favoritism. So you almost have to cotton wool them because you want them.
I don't even think you need to do that, Jen. You need to, behind closed doors, make them battle until it becomes natural.
That's what it is.
They don't have to be out there cutting wounds. They can battle people, but they'll build experience behind closed doors. And I think then put them out.
A women's training camp. A women's training camp.
I'd run it.
Yeah.
I'd run it. Listen, I'll take a DBS.
Great idea.
I'll take a DBS and I'd run it. Trust me.
Go. That is a cracking idea because it's going to be, there are so many reasons why it's difficult. Because it's not easy to get guys in the scene, let's face it. And there are a lot more males to get in than there are females. So
would you battle Jen?
Next question. Let me check the comments. Liv Winter fucked up versus J Red, and we never saw again. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Yeah, sexist bars against women is dead. I wouldn't battle.
Did you see that the URL thing, Kings versus Queens, and all the guys lost the first one because all they basically did is go there and be like, you little bitch, you're a bitch, you little bitch, look at you bitch, you know what you are, a bitch, guess what your mum is, a bitch. Like all they was doing was basically the same old
I don't think so. I disagree. I totally disagree.
Most of them was doing that.
Swamp, no, I don't think so. Swamp did that. Swamp did, that's all Swamp had. He didn't have anything else. I think Arsenal didn't do that at all.
All right, Arsenal beat officially. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Give him that one.
Everyone else, I don't think Charlie did, but Charlie was battling his ex.
He couldn't do that.
So there's always going to be a bit of that. Surf certainly didn't do that. Maybe he was going to do it in his third, but we didn't hear it. So
they've actually got a card called Niggas versus Bitches now.
Man. They've got an Ike Tina one now as well. I don't know if it's called that.
Ike and Tina card.
No, that's what? And you know the worst thing is,
what? They've got, is it women versus men?
Or not? It's a women versus men. It's Ike and Tina, and on the flyer, they've got a picture of not just Tina, but Tina with her face all bust up.
No,
so they're promoting this event by using Tina Turner's domestic violence.
What in the fuck?
Blood on the flyer.
No, Villain had to look out. Villain couldn't even stand this. Villain said, "Fuck that, I'm out."
He went to go and see it because he couldn't believe it.
That is misogyny. at its worst.
Well, in fact, actually, hold on. Let me just say this, because I've seen it in the last couple of days when I've been so busy that I haven't paid super attention to anything. So when I saw it, I thought, please God, tell me this is parody. I saw it about 4 times on my timeline. I didn't check into it to see. Let me verify that this is actually a card and this isn't just someone trying to go viral and it's not a real thing and we're all real. Like,
Ike and fucking Tina, bro. What the fuck? Like, how do you have a card called Ike and Tina? Like with Tina with a face like, what the fuck?
The same reason why, or one of the reasons why, you know, we don't have a big female scene. Like, we live in a society where there are a small number of people who think it's cool to use something like domestic violence to have a title of a card like niggas versus bitches, and everyone else is like, yeah, that's fucked up, but still, have you seen the card? Have you seen the lineup though?
Do you know what's so deep about that? Yeah, and obviously, like, Briggsy will know this better than a lot of people because you're called owner of a league. Marketing is very important. Yeah, if you're putting out a card. All right, first off, niggas versus bitches. First off, you're taking a racial term and a term that's misogynistic towards women. Should not be running on no card. Yeah? And then you're doing Ike and Tina. Yeah? Like, to me, your brand, you don't give a shit about your brand. Like, you don't care about your brand at all.
That league is going to be here for one event only. Yeah, that's what I tell you. That league will be here for one event only. We will not see that league going forward.
Oh, like who's sponsoring that event? Like, I'm not putting my brand.
Bro, who getting booked for that? Do you think you can book me for that?
I thought that about the niggas versus bitches, but did you see the card? Like, I can't remember. There were at least, like, so Bonnie Godiva was on there. I think that was Bonnie Godiva and Matt Myron, wasn't it? Was that card? I'm sure that was that card. Yeah, JC. Say that again.
She was about to die.
I think that's the battle with Mum jumped in. Mumsy jumped in. I'm sure that was on that card. You had Coffee Brown was on there.
Hold on, wait.
Big battle. Big
hold on. Did you just say that Matt Myron's mum jumped in the battle?
Fire. One line. Not overdone. Didn't bring the whole family in. Like, none. There was no child. It was just Mumsy. Just dropped in one line, dropped back out, shut shit down. I'm like, I'm waiting for Mumsy's album. Like, I don't want to see Mumsy battle, but like, Mumsy had some attitude, man.
No.
That's a different level. So I've seen that.
The car was called niggas versus bitches. Like that was not the most sensational thing about that event. Like, but like, yeah, JC and Coffee was supposed to be like, they co-signed that. Like,
yeah, JC was holding it.
And like, when you
JC's a fucking swindler anyway, so I'm not surprised that he even attached his name to any type of fucked up shit anyway, because he's been moving.
Bro, why do people keep booking?
What do you mean he's a swindler? What do you mean?
Who, JC?
Yeah.
JC, listen, bro. JC ran off on the platform, bro.
Wow.
He ran off on the platform, bro. Yeah, bro. He ran off on, man. Still.
Bro, JC ran off on everyone though.
Karma's a bitch, because when he battled the Brave, they didn't pay him. So
no, but
so he thought it was revenge.
I swear this guy runs off. I swear he runs off on everyone though.
Bro, yeah, he's still got our deposit from Apex. We booked him for Tony D.
Yeah, like, why do people keep booking him though? Like, you lot should you should know. No, you lot should know better. Like,
do you know what it is though? Yeah, you see, around the time when he got booked, yeah, it was along the cosigns of people like Marv One and these people saying, yeah, no, man, he's cool, man, we got him, holler at him and rah. So it's like, after all of them people have co-signed that he's cool and he's ready to work on all of that, and you're saying, right, we can't get Rivers versus Gemini, who are we going to get for Rivers? Let's get JC. You understand? He's going to be battling Tony D. He's going to be in the area. Let's get him.
All right, so this is another card. The bounty hunter thing. Yeah, so this is
shit. You hear about this?
Judge versus jury. Yeah, so what is it? A bounty hunter booked an event as a battler. So there was an event set up called Judge versus Jury. He was booked on the card as a battler, turn up there, arrested as an opponent live. I don't know if it was
arrested. Wait, what? Arrested?
Drag, bounty hunted, whatever you do.
Bounty hunted.
The guy had a warrant and he basically put him under citizen's arrest and handed him in.
Whichever league that is, and they've not put that clip out yet, I'm mad.
Yeah, that's it. They every minute now is a step away from them being viral.
Bro, that's my flyer for me next event. That's my poster.
Wait. No, Jen, hold on. Jen, I pull up. Hold on. What you're saying is, like, there was a bounty hunter battler. He turned up to battle his opponent.
He wasn't a battler. He was a bounty
He pretended he was a battler and got
What I
booked
don't
against
know
the person that he wanted to hand in.
What I don't know is whether the league were complete. Now, the fact that the card was called Judge versus Jury makes me wonder how complicit the league, if they were. That's fucked up. Can you imagine?
Yeah, no, the league set the perfect stage.
I'm disappointed he didn't spit. If he could have pulled that out in his third, like, guess what, mate? You nicked. Like, round one, go. You nicked.
Listen, one of the comments said, in his first round, his first line is going to be, "You have the right to remain silent." I was dying, bro. I was dying. That's his first line. You have the right to remain silent.
Yo, you know what the limit is? Like, my man waited until it was the first round of the battle, and the comments like, you could have arrested him all the way through the day. I'm guessing he wasn't on first.
For real. So he was all prepping his material in the background and shit. Like,
No, but like, when you get that shit, like, why let the man wait for his battle? You really did.
How should I deliver this?
Yeah.
People are doing though.
Come on. Yellow said my flashback to Apex.
Yo, wait. So this brother come to the battle, and he came to rap against this man, and this man arrested him, fam.
So basically, so from what I know about it, the guy, a bounty hunter, has posed as a battle rapper. I've got this league to book him. Yo, it's the biggest finesse of all time, mate.
Bro, that's I love that. That's G shit.
Apparently, they flipped the coin and everything, and then he arrested him.
Oh my days!
Yo, I imagine prepping for a battle for weeks, like to spin it back.
Man's prepping for jail.
Wow. Hey, man, they were like, "Yo, what? Like, how did you get here?" Yeah, man, I turn up to a battle.
That's a funny story.
Yo, why are you here? Yeah, I went to one battle rap event. I went to battle this man.
Yeah.
Hold on. Imagine man said that was a setup. Oh, literally, that was a setup. Done.
That was a setup.
Hey, bro, that's 100% a setup. That's a setup, bro.
Yo, I'm doing that in the quarterfinal. As soon as Joker starts rapping, just whip out a pair of cuffs and go, "You next, mate."
Yeah, that's it. Fuck it, get him out of there, bro. We don't need him. Get rid.
Get a couple mates.
That is crazy, bro. Only in America, bro. Fucking hell. Could you imagine? Man can't even battle without like making sure he ain't got a warrant now and all this type of shit. Otherwise, you never know. Like, didn't you find it suspicious though? Like when this random guy that's never battled before he just called you out and your league says, "Yeah, man, set it up." Like what made him entice him into saying, "Right, yeah, I'll battle this guy." I don't know.
Bills or something like, "Yo, I'll pay him to."
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna think the league is involved, bro. I want to think the league is involved, bro. Me and he's beefing. What owns that league?
The name of the card as well just makes it. I mean, it could be one of those. It could be one of those coincidences that just one of those.
There was a point where someone knew, and someone said, "Yeah, this is perfect."
That's what it looks.
Someone had that moment where they was like, "Yeah, judge and jury, that's right."
That's what it looks like.
Viral, literally.
Yeah.
You want to do it for the views?
But it could be coincidence. Sometimes the universe aligns and think like look at your material versus Raptors. It just like kind of just like wrapped itself. Look like you two wrote together almost. Like, I'm gonna say, make sure you say something like that. Like sometimes coincidences.
Sometimes, but listen, that sound like a big major operation that was set up to me. Like the league's involved, the bounty hunters involved. I will think his baby mother's involved. I wouldn't be surprised if the last person he freeholed was involved. Like there's a whole bunch of people involved in this.
Yeah, for real.
That sounds like a conspiracy, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie. It's true. It's true. It's true. You know, a certain man hold feelings in battle rap. Certain man in battle rap be holding feelings for the rest of their life. Like if I was Craft D, I would hate rap.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow. If I'm Craft D, I hate Raptor forever. Like, don't care what no one says.
Listen, Crafty met Jeremy Corbyn and said, "Yeah, I got a battle with Raptor. Don't watch it." He said that straight away. Don't watch it. I don't need you to see that one day. Don't judge me on that.
Man had
That's not who I am.
Man had a whole forum screaming "Ginger, Virgin, Poetry" for months. For absolute months.
That's the thing about battle rap, you know. Battle rap is the only place here where someone can just ruin your life, like just because, you know, like and get credit for it as well. Like it's not even like, bro,
like you gotta do that, bro. When I walked out on Tom Queenie third round and pulled out the scroll and shit, like,
oh yeah,
I didn't take that serious.
Yeah, you're fucked up for that, you know. You're really fucked up.
If you watch the footage in the third round, I'm stood in the crowd watching it.
Fuck it.
That's so fucked up, bro.
Taking the piss.
Oh, but it was, the thing is, that was like, probably what Raptor's done with Crafty, it was a lose-lose. Like, if I'd have took it serious and got beat off Tom Quay, like, what was the point? The only way to beat him, like, yo, you fuck all.
I think you did an impression of him that battle. Hi
guys. Yeah, I think I wrote 6 bars, and then the rest of it was just freestyled. Like, the night before, I wrote on a piece of paper and put the piece of paper in the oven so it crisped up, looked like a scroll. I just read a poem, and then the third round I just walked out. I didn't walk out on my round. I walked out on his. He said one line, and I just said, "Oh, 1 minute, I need a cig," and I walked out. I don't smoke as well, by the way.
Wow!
I could hear people in the venue going, "No, we've not gone. We've not gone." We just stood outside. Like
Disrespect.
Well, I was at the back with Locksmith crying tears. He was literally crying tears, bro. Like, I don't care what no one says.
Wait, bro. Wait. And he rapped his rounds after.
He rapped into a fan, yeah, and I'm in the crowd watching.
Bro.
Me and you got to fight for that.
Yo,
he's seen me outside afterwards, man.
You know, I thank you for not doing that to me, bro.
Yo, our battle should have been inside, man. It was better than our battles on the day.
Bro, our battle should absolutely been inside.
In the car.
But as you know, with Ern, that it gets how it gets in it. So
yeah.
That is what it is.
Our battle with her.
Like there's some battles that happen inside that should have happened outside. Like really true.
Listen, I had man battling outside of Brixton Jam by the benches and shit, bro. Like I was upset about that. But you know what it was? Yeah, it was like there was a power cut at Brixton Jam. The one time man's gonna be battling. Who remembers that event when there was a power cut in Brixton Jam? I swear you battled that day, Brixie.
I think I battled Locksmith.
Was it Locksmith or was it
Trouble battle Flabs that day? You battled J Red. No, you battled.
Yeah, I battled J Red. Didn't you battle Mr. Ree? Was it Mr. Ree?
No. That was inside the jam that day. It wasn't that day. It wasn't that day.
No, but you know it is because the electric turned back on and then we moved back inside later on.
I was there that day. And I wasn't that J Red, but I was at the Mr. Ree battle, so I know.
Yeah, Mr. Ree battle. I wasn't even there for that one. Don't know what happened then.
Fucking hell. I guess it weren't you then.
Well, I went on a night out with Raptor and Raws and got in at 8 o'clock in the morning and they had to check out at 9.
Yeah. He was a
going on.
Mr. Ree and P Soldier are the tallest people I have ever met, bro.
Bro, I'm 5'3". You know how bad that was battling Mr. Ree.
Bro, Mr. Ree's like,
bro, why would you battle someone that tall, fam?
Bro, I don't know. I was looking at his kneecaps, like that's how tall he was.
Man, yeah, them battles are never good just on optics alone. Like it's very difficult to sort of overcome the optics.
Look at his track, bruv.
The funny thing about Mystery, he's bending over to Raptor, man.
Yeah,
like,
he's like this.
He's like when you start down, don't play.
Rivers.
Yeah, that's it. That's that long tool man thing. Like you got to be on some. Listen, Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this. Like, yo, the limbs are so long and that.
Yo,
Like,
bear in mind, yeah, I was still drunk from the night before, and there was one point in the first round. Usually, I'd get in his face, but I realised how tall he was. So if you watch the footage, I go right up to him, and I'm just like his belly button's like there. And I'm just look away from him, just like rapping to the camera and move away.
Man said, yeah, this don't look good.
You know what? He's another guy I rate highly, you know.
But he's cold. He's cold. He's actually cold as well.
Yeah, Mr. Reed's actually dark with it. Like, he shouted me on Instagram, shouts me on Instagram all the time.
Yeah, it's a good dude, man. I used to get on his neck too much, man. I used to get on his neck too much back in the day. And I think that kind of threw him off a little bit because there's bare times he's meant to come gab. And it was like, yeah, no, this is what Mr. Reed did. They said, well, come gab. He said, I'll come gab, but I don't want to battle no one from gab. And it was like, what do you mean? You want to come to gab? You don't want to battle anyone from gab. So from there, we just started to get on his neck. And I think that just made him say, Raj, you know what it is? Fuck all that. But obviously, that's years ago. Like, since then, man's met him. He's cool and all of this. A man wants to see him back because he was one of them names back in the day when he was coming up. There was him and Gemini. To me, they were like on an even kind of thing. And it was like, who's going to be the best one out of them two, innit?
100. He's a dark horse. He's a dark horse for real. A lot of people slept on him.
Ran away with everything still.
Say again?
Gemini proceeded to run away with the game still.
Yeah, pretty much.
But you know what? Yeah, Mystery didn't put much effort in though.
No, he didn't.
No. He did like one battle every year.
Do you know? Yeah, you know, Mystery and Gemma are like Chipmunk and Ice Kid.
Jesus Christ.
Okay,
that's a facts.
Like one of them put the work in and got the benefits, and the other one kind of fell back a bit. And
yeah,
legend.
But you know, if the other one didn't like fall back, he can do a madness.
Problems. Problems. Cause Mr. Reed was a very good writer still. Very.
He was like shocked, wasn't he? Like just punchline.
Yeah, that was his early days as well, man. People forget like he got like top tier battlers really early, like.
Yeah. When did he come in? Like 2012. Came in like 2012,
13.
Yeah, he was in that tournament.
13, 14.
Nah, not 2014. He was surely in it around 2013.
I came in. It was like 13, 14.
13, I think.
He came in the same year as Kolja. He battled Kolja in that tournament they done.
Yeah, that's 2013, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, 13. All right, cool. Yeah. So that's still early, man.
2013, you know, I feel like I've been here for years, man.
Listen, you battled Soul in 2009, innit?
That's a 2009.
That wasn't 2009, surely not.
2011?
bro.
I'm logging off of my bed if that's true, wasn't it?
That must have been it's 2011.
Yeah, it said a test 10 that.
Yeah, 2011.
Okay, 2011.
Bro, check this. You had a battle Soul, got the win off Soul, and then Soul got 24/7, and I got Eek.
And they've been shaking you for years, Briggsy. Why can't Briggsy get international? No, that's it now. We got to make Briggsy get international before he finishes his career, man. Fuck this. And we have to campaign now. Get Briggsy international.
Before I was staff, announced whoever gets 5 wins in a row gets a title shot, yeah? I got 7 wins in a row. And then I think who did he give me? Someone like Hazard or something, like just a newcomer. I was like, bro. The thing is, that time you don't flop. If you turn the battle down, you might not be on for a year, so you just battled them.
Yeah. That was it. I remember that. Shocks. You see, because Shocks turned down a don't flop battle. He was on holiday or something. No one saw him. He had to come gifted the gab and win something before they could even take him back. You know what I mean? That's how weren't playing, bro. If he offered you something and you said, I said no to battling some youth called Hyphen. I never heard from them for 2 years. You know what I'm saying?
I said 2 years.
2 years, bro. Like, I had to wait. And it was Bamalam. He wasn't even Earth.
I can't remember why I battled. Yeah, when I went to Australia for a year, I'd done a couple of battles over there. I came back and then I hit her up and I was like, yo, why have you not shouted me for a battle, bro? And he was like, Shotty told me to go fuck myself on Twitter. And I was like, what? So I'm banned from Don't Flop because my boy told you to fuck it. This is after Shotty Arsenal, by the way. I think it was like 6 weeks after Shotty. And he's like, yeah, no, you're right, actually. I should bring you back and then give me a mixer. Fucking hell. That was a brilliant battle.
You guys got some horror stories, bro.
Listen, they're gonna make a movie about her, you know. And if they get all the Don't Flop ones to tell this movie, yeah, it's gonna be amazing. I haven't got much to say because I was more on the outside looking in it. But you, man, the story you lot will tell will be crazy, bruv. I'm here for it. I want to see it.
I can't even say nothing bad. Like I can't say nothing, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah? If I say something bad about I am a dickhead. Like, oh, you might have your experiences. I am a dickhead because I want Rosie talks DNA. I can't cuss this guy, bro. Like,
yeah, there's nothing to say.
There's nothing to say,
bro.
Yeah, but like you were talking about, you were turning down battles. Like, how come you could turn down battles and still get on there?
To me?
Yeah. You're saying you were being offered. Oh, okay. You were offered those battles.
No, what I mean by no, this is after that.
All right.
This was never in the process. I would have cut my ass too, bro. What are you talking about? I would have finished me as well, bro. Like, I just got lucky. It was literally all I did was capitalize off a buzz. That's all I did. Yeah,
so you
I rode that shit to the wheels fell off.
Yeah.
That's to the wheels fell off, you know.
The wheels
you gotta do sometimes, boy.
Oh, when I battled Soul, yeah, Shotty had done Disciple, Jay Madden, Yunnan, I think. Battled Soul, sold out to the Test 10 weekend, yeah. Me and Shotty slept in the coach station to get home, bro, because man won't sort us a hotel room.
No, you're joking, bro.
Bro, bear in mind, this was December, bro. Remember Blizzard's video in the snow?
Yeah.
Oh, allow it, bro.
This event, bro. There's a picture of me and Shotty zipped up like this. Bear in mind, I've just beat Soul, who was like one of the golden boys at Don't Flop at the time. And both like it's like fucking like big issues over us and that.
Yeah. I'd have a lot of animosity. I would have a lot of animosity if man did that to me, you know.
You know what though, bro? At the time, I say this all the time to battlers now, like battle rap isn't my career. Like it's a hobby for me. So I was happy. I played Sunday League for years. I was happy getting up, going to play in the snow and doing all that shit. Like this was me having a hobby.
But the difference is everyone in Sunday League is mucking in. Like everyone's getting up on a Sunday morning. Everyone's cold. Everyone's putting a work in. The coach is there giving up his Wednesday evening, like to train these, people. Like everyone's giving it's everyone's hobby. No one's benefiting.
When I came in, everyone was mucking in. Like no one knew no one expected Don't Flop to do what Don't Flop did. So everyone was mucking in. Like
100. No, you know, I'm with you, Briggsy, on that one.
Yeah. No, if everyone was having to do it, but I don't know, man.
The coach station thing, that's a bit mad.
Yeah, everyone weren't doing that, I'm sure. That's it.
I think that was the last battle, to be fair, where it was like to the Test 10 was sold out 3 days on the bounce, and it was like these are making serious cash now. So I think that's when everything started to change a little bit, because before that, you was lucky if you got 100 people in a room. So it was being paid to battle rap was never a thing. It was like Sunday League, like, yo, this is what I do for my hobby. This is my break. But obviously when it became a business, and you expect to pay everyone. But
when I came in, though, bro, like it was the same situation, fam. You get me? It was like still Sunday League, like.
Well, that's the thing. That's why you never said no to a battle, because it was a hobby. Like, yo, do you want to go and battle Villain on Sunday? Yeah, of course I do, man.
Bro, honestly, bro. Honestly,
I thought like that spoiled kid that just reaped the rewards of all my big brothers.
You did, right, fam. You know what? Yeah, you did, fam. Like you did.
Briggsy walked so Villain. Villain could walk and Scoop could run.
I went to you just pay me, bro. How the fuck you talking about? You just pay me for I don't know what you think.
Listen, yeah. Briggsy slept in that coach station so I could get the hotel room in Ireland. You know what I mean? That's what it all works out in the end.
I'm not gonna lie. It's like what it said, yeah. This is why I love the North versus South cards, because like I always said it in it. Them man for the North are built differently, bro. Yeah, they're different caliber, bro. Like I said to Bobby, I'll never go drinking with you ever. Like I will never. You rap for none of you. I'll not drink with you, man, bro. Because I know that when I wake up somewhere in the middle of a field somewhere with
right, a cow lying next to you or something, like, and just a random traffic cone or something. Like there has to be some madness.
You think I'm going on a bender with rap? You're mad, bro.
I feel like I can drink in London, but I can't drink up north. Like in London, I can
honestly,
drink up north. Like, it's different.
You think fucking Raptor and Bobby are mad? Like, have a bender with fucking O'Shea and Floss.
Yeah, that's too much.
Like, bro, you might end up in Amsterdam, you know.
Remember the Liverpool event? I think you was there, was you, Phil? Liverpool.
No. I ain't gone to no Liverpool event, bro. I ain't risking that.
I did one in Liverpool. It was I had a freestyle battle with a fan. It was one of them Mad April Fools events, right?
Yeah.
We're back to O'Shea's gaff, yeah. Me, O'Shea, Flossie, Bobby Rex, Double L, Code, Raptor, Calcium.
That's such a bad mix. That's such a terrible mix, man.
I fell asleep on the couch, yeah. We got there. I woke up about 2 hours later, right? Looked to me, right? This is how bad this house was. I turn around, the Calcium kid is watching a film with a full like tub of Nutella that big, just eating it. So I'm thinking, this is mad. O'Shea's asleep next to him, with like sick on his chest. So I'm thinking, right, this has got a bit less. I turn round, Raptor and Innuendo both have knives trying to stab each other. And Cole J sat on just like on some chair in the corner, and Bobby Rex is just going, "You're a muppet, you're a muppet." I woke up to this, bro. Like it was just like it was the most normal thing ever.
What the hell? That sounds like some good like David Lynch movie or something. Like what? How all those things related to each other happening at the same time?
He says it in his Raptor battle. He says Raptor fell asleep on his hat. That was the night. There's a picture of it somewhere. Raptor's using his snapback as a pillow. It's like flat on the floor in the kitchen.
Bro, I'm not lying.
You know what's crazy, yeah? Imagine his fighter was there as well.
Oh yeah, that'll be too much, man. The Manchester lot, yeah, they cracked me up. And do you know what I said? I said Briggsy is like the mediator. He is the level-headed one out of all of them, innit? Because it's like, bro, do you know how me and Bobby even got set up? You remember when the King of the Duck card happened? Yeah. That was 30p, innit? And obviously, me and Bobby come around the same time, so we're arguing, innit? We're in the middle of a restaurant, yeah, full of people, and me and Bobby is screaming in my face. No, you won't beat me. No, you won't. Bollocks. Now you just going. I'm looking around like, bro, like, you know how many people are in here? Yeah. And you don't care about them. I'm like, this guy has lost the plot, fam. This Donny has lost the plot. Yeah, and we're just in there screaming and shouting, and the organic is looking at us like, you guys all right? And I'm just like, I just thought it was just that. We just knew we had to battle. And it was just that. Oh yeah, then he took some of my food. Yeah, that was mad.
And that was it.
Your food as well. Food as well.
Don't touch my food. Scream in my face, shame me up in the restaurant, but don't take my fucking chip, man.
Bro, it's funny though. It's one thing I want to do with the Premier Battles thing when we can get back to normal is just sit down with battlers and just get stories of shit that people have been through in this scene, because there is some.
Like, bro, there's too many stories, you know. There's too many stories.
You have to. Like, this is for me. Like, so I'm fucking knackered right now. From 1:30, I think from about an hour ago, I was thinking, all right, I'm gonna start winding up. But I don't know any of this stuff. All of this stuff is new to me. I hear new names. I hear people I got to check out. I get backstories, I get context for battles that I've watched. I'm like, oh, that's why. Like, all of this is so, and like then it's documented. So like it's out there. Hopefully.
Hey, Jen, let me ask you something, Jen. Do you know about the Jefferson Price story?
Yes, I do.
Christ.
Yeah, I do. Hold on. Was it Jefferson Price who left and never came back after he was exposed?
Yeah. God bless his soul, man. God bless his soul.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it was it Tony who told me that story either live or when he came to do the interview. And like, again, this is why when I do interviews, is to hear things like this, is to find like it's nothing like the first-hand experience, like having all of you hear the people in the comments like talking about like things that you went like, oh, funny things, good things, history things, like, and it's important to have it all as well documented, like briefly talking about getting the battlers together and you know, it's like, yeah, man, like why not now?
Well, if it wasn't for Briggsy, them man will be running wild. I'm telling you now, yeah. Like you don't want Raptor, Bobby Rex, and Fighter in the same venue, yeah.
No.
You don't want them in the. Bro, I showed up Yeah, I've never met a fighter before. Yeah, I just see some kind of hench guy in a t-shirt come up to me like, "So you're right, fam?" He goes, "You're scooping it." I went, "I think so." Like, what going on? Cause what's going on here? Like, he was just on one, brother. But you know what? You get to know him,
bro.
cool.
Listen, I bet he came up to you like this. You're scooping it. You're scooping it. Like them man there with his heads, you know. Like, it's not just like, yo, what's going on? It's like, yo, what's going on, bro? I like what you're doing it. You're good in it. You're fire. You're fucking fire.
But you know what I love about them guys, bro? Like,
Rivers has that on point, you know.
That's him, bro.
Rivers
Man, it's not enough fighting still, man.
I'm not like, I love them guys.
Hang on.
Like, Bobby and that, yeah. Like I always say, for example, me and Bobby always we get on like a house on fire. Like people like fire, Bobby, them man there are like genuine-hearted people, like genuine heart, bro. Like if you actually talk to Bobby and actually talk to him on a level, like he's probably the most down-to-earth person, bro. Like
100.
Yeah, they both got like Bobby's a very raw person. Like, we've had real talks outside of this battle rap shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and it's one of those ones where he's a genuinely good-hearted individual, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why even I was so happy to see what he did against Maverick, because I was like, this is the Bobby.
Yeah, for real.
We need to get back to you, bro.
It's the same thing when people say to me, like, give Raptor so many chances. They got to realize, like, I've known Raptor for 15 years. Like, I was visiting Raptor in Penn 6 years ago before he'd done all this. Like, there's a level to seeing someone go from jail to traveling the world doing battle rap. You know what I mean? Like, get a few. But like you say, I know Raptor's kid and everything. Like, it's deeper than just this event. These guys,
that's family for you. That's family for you, though. That's your bro.
Yeah, like Raptor can fuck up all the time, but he's like my little brother. Like my little brother, fuck, you give him a slap and then you carry on. Like,
that's it.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
I feel like this battle rap thing. With this battle rap thing, obviously it's gonna be built on bravado and ego, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I feel like we're human beings outside of all of this shit, innit?
Yeah.
Like, until you really sit down and talk to some people, you don't really realize that, bro, my man could be just like me, or my man's actually a cool person, or like people actually, because obviously you talk to people and they're going through shit. Like you get something battle rap, you there.
But you know what, Scoop? Like saying that, cause like I think like over time, bro, like this whole thing's lost this like that communal aspect of it.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Like there's actually community in this thing, fam. There's so many like interlinking stories and histories that just tie together. Like it's actually deeper. Like even if just forget just Raptor and Briggsy in it. If you just like put it across the board of the battlers and that.
Do you know why?
Like if you forget every league, like if no league existed right now, and you just said like, yeah, let's just rebuild. There's so much to go off. Do you get me?
Yeah. Like, it's you know what's so deep? It's like when you look at the scene, I got family up north, so I'll go visit them. But if I didn't have family up north, battle rap is probably the only thing that actually brings us together like that. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like I know, for example, if when the men come down here, if Bobby or one of them said they're coming down here for a battle, they need a place to stay. I got a place they can stay. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll give man a place to stay, and it's like, man, really have to look at certain things.
It's gonna be a long night for you, but yeah, you can do that, bro.
I know. I'll probably wake up.
You know you're letting yourself in,
you're gonna have a very long night, bro.
I'll be Raptor and fighting at your front door tomorrow.
Oh fucking hell!
Police are definitely raided, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. So, but I mean, in the sense where I know if I go to Manchester and I say to Bobby like, Bobby will never leave me out in the cold, bruv.
Yeah,
100.
You get what I'm saying? That man will never leave you out in the cold. So it's like that family.
But this is one of the points. This is one of the points that I was saying the other day was that when you battle someone, the kind of bond that you build is a different. Like throughout this whole culture, you build a lot of good bonds. Like last time I was at Premier Battles, I don't know if it was either you or Shot I was saying to you, like it's more the idea of us having this kind of togetherness that we haven't had for a long time. That is a benefit. As well as the event, man battling and all this type of stuff. So you build that, but when you battle somebody, it's like you gain a brother now, because he said all the worst things that everyone in your life will never say to you. He said it to you. You can trust that. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying.
That.
There's nothing like Vil. I see Villain as one of my closest people that I know in this game because I battled him. You understand?
Bro,
like we got this one.
I Riv. Not even just the fact we battled, bro. Like, remember when was it? I think it was the first Premier Battle event.
Yeah.
And I had Bobby and you had Frankie in it.
No, yeah. Yeah.
No, you had Raptor. You had Raptor.
Did I have Raptor that night?
Yeah, Rivers was the first one. Rivers won second and third.
Okay, yeah, you had Raptor.
So you had Frankie when I had Raptor.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, but just bro, that's how bad it is. I'm so terrible, bro. I don't even know about it. I was just there for the vibes, cause like, you get me. But yeah, like besides that, like, bro, I just turned up in it. But besides that, like, that same morning, me and we was just practicing for hours up till like 6, 7 a.m.
Yeah,
you get me? Like we was in the middle of the street in Manchester, just in the cold, cause just like going back to back.
Dialect knew his shit. Dialect knew his shit, so he could just
so he was sleeping. He was sleeping. He was comfy.
Yeah,
like
cool.
Like my girl was upstairs. She was sleeping. Like it was just me and you out there in the streets, and it. So when you're talking about bonds, like even aside from battling, bro, it's just them kind of moments, cause like just being out with man in the street at 6 a.m. You're seeing crackers walking past. You're trying to rap some bars, like people are coming up to you talking about you got some crack, like brother, I don't fucking got no crack, like I got a third round that I need to learn.
Listen, a man came up to me while I was out there prepping and gave me his email address and said, "Yeah, when we get back to London, email me, man. I ain't got a phone."
Bro, do you remember that?
Remember that? Man gave me that email address, bro. Like, what the fuck is going on out here? Like, Manchester's a beautiful place. I'll tell you that.
He came up to you and he was talking about conspiracy theories, and he was like, "Yo, I got."
Yeah, he's telling me, I know, I know some things. Just take my email. Make sure you email me. I was like, bro.
I remember
OJ Riv.
I remember.
Huh? Is it
OJ? Can you imitate dialect?
Dialect. Oh, cool. Dialect be like, because he's got the laugh where it's like, he's got that laugh here, but he's also, you know what it is? I don't know if my voice is deep enough to do dialect though. Still,
I go for it, cuz do your thing.
He'll be like, nah, blood. He'll be like, nah, blood. You got 3-0. You got the 3-0 blood. Like, nah, I can't do dialects. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna start watching some dialects and come back with a dialect impression.
We're gonna get that.
You know what it is about dialect though? If you ever hear dialect do the Arnold Schwarzenegger voice, oh my days, like it sounds so official. I don't know how he does it, fam. It's mad.
He gave me the biggest prep before I got on stage with DNA. He gave me the biggest prep talk about, this is your stage, blood. It's your stage. Fuck them. I'm like, oh shit. Like, he thought he was battling.
It's my stage. I can do it. I am your DNA.
He gassed one up. I'm not gonna lie. He proper. You know what? That's what I'm saying. It's like family, because before I got on stage, he was like, he looked at me, he said, "No," he said, "Look at me." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Bruv, fuck these lot. They're visitors." Cool. I said, "They're visitors."
Yeah.
I not even to hear about the visitors. That was crazy.
You know when dialect says something to you and he's on one, you believe it.
I'm telling you believe
like,
it.
you know, bruv, he was on my team for nights, innit, for Premier Battles. We're listen here. When you go on stage, you don't know your bars very well, and dialect says to you like, "Fuck these manny lot, like fuck them all, like rap your bars." And you're like, "Yo, yo, you know what? Yeah, fuck these manny lot, bro. Like, let me rap my bars."
Gas you up.
That's why we need to bring back that whole North versus South concept somehow. You know.
I wanted to do it, but because you can't call it North versus South because it's a don't flop format, but it's similar to that.
Wait,
down versus up. Let's call it down versus up, fam.
You can't do Manchester versus London because it makes real.
Yeah.
I got a lot of inboxes, like voice notes for Raptor calling me a Southern Fairy. Like,
listen, let me tell you, you see Raptor, this is the thing about Raptor. When I was battling Raptor got in my inbox and said, "Yeah, man, you know, it's a good look, you know, it's a good battle. I'm honored to be battling you, bro. Battling you's a good look, bro. Yeah." My man sent me a picture of his cat's ass, fam. Like, what's wrong with this boy? He sent me a picture of his cat's ass. Like, I didn't know how to take this. I said, "What's this guy doing?" I'm not even gonna lie to you, I almost phoned the RSPCA. You know what I'm saying? I almost said, "All right, Raptor, let's play games." But I said, "Fuck it." I just got into the bars instead. Bro, that unsettled me. I didn't know how to take it. Right, you said me picture of your cat's ass, bro.
Bro, when me and Raptor battled It was Italian Shocks in Manchester. We did the 2-on-2.
Yeah. I'm
fucking. There's a bit where it looks like I choke in the second round, yeah, but it's because Raptor starts spitting my material. But then he looks at me like, "Why are you not jumping in?" And then we went outside and I was like, "Bro, you made it look like I choked there." And he was like, "Yeah, but you just have to hold that."
Well, you know what? Yeah, his ad libs are some of the funniest things in life. When he battled Gemini that second time, yeah, and Gemini finished rapping, he goes, "That was a fucking long round, bruv."
He's a classic, bro.
He looks so upset when he started rapping. Like he's broke the rules. You know what I'm saying? He's broke the rules, fam. Like, I'm not even happy anymore. Like, I don't even want to rap no more, fam.
Bro, I've got some funny stories with Raptor bottles. I'll say that, like, bro, we went to South Africa.
So you know what it is, Briggs? You have to let Raptor sit down on that seat.
I remember. Hold on. You said
let's start with we went to South Africa.
Yeah. Hold on. I must have missed that bit. Hold on.
Now saved up, get Raptor, but no, we need to hear this.
Let's go.
Yeah, bear in mind, like the exchange rate is mad. Like, I think I only took like £100 fee, and I was eating out for 3-course meals, drinking every night, and came home to change. Like, that's how mad it is, yeah. But we got dropped in the. I landed. Bear in mind, Raptor's been like 3 or 4 times. Yeah, the guy picks us up, Janai, the promoter, driving us around, and he goes, "Yo, Johannesburg." He goes, "This is an area called Hillbrow, but they call it Kilbro because there's 4 murders a day on the streets." So I'm like, "Cool, yeah." He goes, this house is all taped off with bare shit, yeah. And the guy goes, "A girl got murdered there yesterday for an iPhone and all this." So I was like, "Right, yeah." I'm in the back of the car thinking, this is mad, yeah. The guy goes, "Well, dude, this is the most dangerous street in Africa. Do not go down it."
Oh God, there's no where this is coming.
The guy turns right, it's his street. He parked his car up on the driveway, yeah. Bear in mind, he's just took murder scene, yeah. I'm from Salford, like, if you know about Salford, there's shootings there every day, but it's like
we're in Africa.
One murder today on one street.
I pull up, yeah. The guy goes, takes us into his yard, yeah. Sat down. His house is mad. He's got pit bulls around the entire estate, and he's like, "Don't step off this path because the dogs will rip your legs off." So my head's fried already. I'm walking through, going, "This is mad, yeah." Walking, he gives me an apron, and I'm like, "Sound, yeah." Like, why does he give me an apron?
Give an apron? What?
Gives me a pair of scissors, and I'm thinking, this is mad. Takes me in the back room, bro. I'm taking down a grow. I've been in Africa for 2 days.
Oh, for fuck's sake,
yeah. But,
wait. Hold on.
Wait, you went into battle?
I went there to battle and took down a grow, and then what? I can't tell the other story.
Wait. Wait.
No one else has ever said that sentence. I went to battle and I took down a grow.
Wait. You walked into the yard. He gave you an apron and scissors, and you started trapping.
Yeah, basically, yeah, in South Africa.
I need to go smoke, cuz.
Listen, Briggs, you jumped on that plane, yeah, and left Salford and said, "All right, cool, let me go and see what South Africa's about," and ended up back in Salford.
Bro, on the way there, South Africa, beautiful. I'm gonna go on a safari. I'm gonna go and see like cradle human.
Yeah, the wildlife and that.
I turn up on this place. I'm afraid of wildlife, bro. Police murder scenes everywhere.
Hey, bro, no. Bro said he went to South Africa and started trapping, fam.
Yeah.
Yo. Bro, what happened next? What happened next? Let's go. I want to hear the rest of this, bro.
Bear in mind, I was with Marv 1 as well, yeah. And the entire population of South Africa thought Marv 1 was...
You was Marv 1 and Raptor?
Me, Raptor, and... How mad is that? Me, Raptor, and Marv 1.
Who did they think he was?
They thought he was Rick Ross. Like, we went to a restaurant. The restaurant took pictures of him. We got all our food and drink for free. But Marv didn't get it. So we were like, "No, play. Oh, like,
the amount of free food I would have got, I would have been ordering bare free food. I would have got bare food.
Oh my god, bro! As soon as he got to what was happening, he was like, he was deepening his voice and all that. Marv, like,
oh my goodness.
Bro,
I'm actually crying, fam. I'm crying.
I've been crying.
Me and Raptor went to a barber's over there, and I got a fade up. And the guy, don't ask me how this came out yet, but the guy literally turned around and went,
"Hey, villain's finished."
Wiggsy's finished before he can even get out.
I don't mean to ask you this bluntly, so I was like, right, okay, what's he going to say? And he went, "Are you DJ Khaled?"
Yo.
The guy,
what?
The barber took
Hold on. Briggsy, you took a picture as DJ Khaled. What the fuck?
So somewhere in some barber shop on the wall, there's a picture of Briggsy. Mark 1, Rick Ross and DJ Khaled came to the barber shop. And
Raptor was sat next to me. Bear in mind, Raptor's bald, Jed. He's got like one curly hair on the top of his head. He got it shaved off. He went, "Are you DJ Khaled?" And I just went, "What?" And then Raptor was dying, and then I was just like, "No." And he went, "I know you're not supposed to say you are, but can I get a picture from your wall?" And he was like, "Yeah, go on then."
God damn it.
He had a celebrity in town, like he knew Mark. Mum was like, Rick Ross was there, and he thought,
"You're not. Hey, you lot can't cry because I'm dying, bro."
Listen, I've got tears streaming down my face. Like,
listen, any battle rap story that involves my phone anymore, bro. I'm crying. You end up crying.
Oh, bro, I could go on for hours with raps.
Hey, fam, bro, you had me when you said you went into the yard and Iban gave you an apron and scissors and you started trapping the man, bro. And then when you said and then from you go from that to I was with Marv 1 and Raptor in South Africa.
Yeah.
And then man asked Marv 1, "Are you Rick Ross?" Like, bro, I wouldn't allow it. I can't do it.
Man said he looked like DJ.
I can't even look into the camera no more, bro. I'm done. Like, I'm done.
Kids running around in South Africa asking for the Salford Khaled trim.
There's a ginger Khaled somewhere.
As soon as you said South Africa, yo.
Yeah, you knew it was going to be lit, right? I didn't think it was going to be a grow and like Rick Ross and DJ Khaled.
Let me get my composure right. Yo.
Say that again, Briggs?
No, I said if you ever get offered to go out there and battle, the fans out there are insane.
I didn't know.
Listen, I'm like, bro, I got offered to go to South Africa. I can't lie, bro. Do you know that Jules guy, Jules Grimandi, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, he offered me to go out there, fam. I said no, fam.
Why?
Bro, because I know what they do to albinos out there, bro. I ain't trying to get like, and it was civil.
Chop you up.
No. On top of that, it was civil war, bro. There was civil war going. Why am I going to battle when there's a civil war happening, fam?
Yo, did you
Bro, I won't come back. I'm not coming back. Like, feeling is done. Like, yo, I'm done. Like, yo, bruv, if I went out there in a civil war, I'm not coming back, bro. And you know this thing, do you know my luck? My luck is terrible, fam. And people just like gravitate towards me. So if I go out to South Africa in a civil war, I'm gonna get in some madness. I can't deal with that, bro.
Who's that battle rapper that said he got kidnapped?
It's not worth it.
Oh,
what? Fucking what's his name?
Distract.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was some bullshit though, man. That's not real. He just didn't like. Listen, I've heard some elaborate stories that people have used to get out of battles, but that one there took the fucking cake, bruv. You actually staged your own kidnapping to get out of a battle.
Out with the
bro, you gotta be creative, bro. Your dog died.
What the fuck, bro?
That's the new my dog died. Like I got kidnapped.
I've been kidnapped.
I got miss work today. I got kidnapped.
Like, Jen, there's some wild shit that's happened before you got here, you know. Man out here getting kidnapped because they don't battle and shit.
Yo, that's what I'm saying about when Quill landed in South Africa. He went the time after me, and I felt bad as well because he belled me and he was like, "Can you recommend it?" I was like, "Bro, you'll love it. Go, it's mad." He landed in that civil war. He said he got off the plane, walked out, and there was 2 cars upside down on fire outside the airport. Quill stood there.
Oh shit! Fuck!
He went with Raptor over. Raptor said he loved it. Raptor went.
Obviously. Obviously.
This is just like Salford, like Manchester's cars on fire. Like
Sol just locked himself in the bedroom for like 3 days, and Raptor was partying.
Wait, where?
When Raptor went, Raptor's been like 4 times to South Africa, but he went with Sol once. He said Sol stayed in the hotel room, and Raptor went missing for 3 days. They thought he was dead.
Oh my god!
No.
He's in a brass house.
Listen, even when they went to Ireland, Raptor went out fighting. Like everyone else is prepping in the hotel. Raptor's gone out fighting for the night. Like who does this?
What do you mean fighting?
He's gone out to scrap.
What do you mean fighting, bro? Wait, hold on. What Rivers? What do you mean?
Bro,
fighting?
it's as simple as what I'm saying. He's gone out fighting.
Ricky, was it you there? Yeah? When Calico and them man came over, yeah, for that checkbook. Yeah, Calico. Yeah. Bro, we went to what's that place in Blackfriars? The mad food, bear food. Yeah.
Is it the Wagamama's?
No.
What Bodines?
So I think it's one of them. What I know is man ordered the madness in it, but I'm sitting there. Man ordered the madness. I was gassed. I'm not gonna lie. I come on to speak, but then I got there, yeah, and we're chilling. We're eating, and I can't remember who is he saying it to you when you go, I don't want no food, I want a drink.
Yeah.
He was wilding, bro. He was wilding. He didn't want no food. I don't want a burger. I don't want a burger. I want what this is bullshit. I was just
That might be Shuffle T, wasn't it? Did he battle Shuffle T in that event?
No, this was Checkpoint. The Checkpoint, you know the
He battled Pass
in Shoreditch.
Yeah.
No, you know what it was? The day before was when they had that thing card, didn't it? You know.
It was in Oblivion, isn't it? In Shoreditch.
Raptor needs to start throwing group holidays after Corona finish. Take my money, bro.
Do you know what we need to do, bro? Like when all this Corona thing dies down, we need to do like a group holiday and a battle event at the same time.
100%, bro. Man, I need to go Europe.
Imagine all of us everyone chip in for like a fucking mansion or something. Yeah. Do the event in the mansion.
Crazy Airbnb, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm on.
Yeah. I can see it.
Like a pool, like around a fucking pool, and also some madness, and just have a good fucking 4 or 5 days off. You maybe 2-day event, 4 or 5 days off. Boom.
Yeah. Let's not just say it. Let's actually do this, bro. Like, let's actually do this.
Because listen, bro, I'll drop in the GoFundMe. We can even get fans involved. Like, fans can pay to come too as well. Like,
yeah, man. Whoever, more the merrier, bro.
I'm so down.
But obviously the fans can't stay the night.
They have to find their own place.
Man, man's got the hookup. Man got the hookup to the Airbnbs, isn't it? So that's what I'm saying. Shout, man, bro. Let's do this.
I got a hookup. What do you mean you got a hookup?
This is one of those things. All right, I think this is one of those things like the media card. When we know that things are lifting, we can start to plan. I think it's something that you need to put so much energy into what's going on because it's so tricky right now. The things that you can facilitate, that it's not worth for me the energy trying to facilitate ones that can't happen now. Like that can't happen in a pandemic. But
yeah, of course.
Can pin it and make sure that when it is possible, we start doing the things to make something like that happen, because that would be an amazing event. Like amazing.
It's something I'd look at doing with Prem, like just booking a house and getting 10 battles in there, and we just apply, but we throw a couple battles in there.
Bro, I Briggs, honestly, that's something you can actually do, bro. Like, and the worst thing is, there's so many of us and there's so much history. You get me? Just even these conversations, like, it's just so jokes. You get me? Like, it's not even angles. It's just like we can do so much more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all right, so what about if they're battles that are either should have happened how many years ago, or like they're not grudge match, like, or they're redemption, like they neither battle have performed. Like they're historic battles. Like there's something historical about them. They're not just he's good and they've never battled. Like there's no storyline. Like there has to be some sort of significance to them. I think that would be cool.
I suppose it's just about say that this is an annual thing, like different battlers every time. Just look at, like, say, matchups that have cancelled or
things like that.
Bro.
That should have been. that never were. Like all of those ones that should have happened.
My cancelled battle resume is better than my resume.
There you go. There you go.
my cancelled battle resume is sick. Like, yo, that shit looks crazy.
Wait, who's cancelled on you?
So
too many to mention.
He's had some names, boy.
Yo, this year or what now? October, we're still planning to do it.
Yeah, we can still get it. I've spoken to Excel via London Gen recently anyway, and he still wants to do it. So, you know, we can
Chilla Jones coming out, and I'm on his neck until he does it, bro. I don't care.
Chilla Jones is coming on Thursday, so be in the comments.
Oh no, I'm on his neck.
And in fact, hold on, let me just interrupt now while we've got people here and there's some people in the stream. So I was going to do it at the end, but I'm going to do it now. I'm going to talk about what I've got coming up this week and in the next couple of weeks. So I put out my schedule, put out my interview schedule. Those are the ones that have been announced. There's a couple that I might throw in this week. I might have them for next week. Next week it gets even crazier. Like there's a lot going on that hasn't been like announced. I'm lining up guests for UK, US. I want to do some cross-platform stuff where I'm getting a US guy, a UK guy on at the same time, sort of doing a bringing together type thing. That is coming very, very soon. So I really want like people to kind of plug in. I'm trying to have interesting conversations and community building stuff. And obviously I've got somewhat of an American audience because I do the stuff on Caffeine. Watch this space is what I'm going to say about that. And so, yeah, I just think it can create for some interesting conversations, and I'm trying to facilitate those. And also just, you know, talk to some cool people about cool stuff. Like I got Frankie Fraser coming on. So this week we got Real Sick on Tuesday, Frankie and T-Top on Wednesday, and Chilla Jones on Thursday. And I was so gassed to like I wanted at least one or two UK and then maybe another UK one, but I really wanted Frankie in there amongst that bunch, in there like amongst those names, like because I really rate Frankie, and like we've been meaning to do it for so long, and it was actually for me to sort of put pressure on him and say like don't you want to. So tune in to the channel Scoop. Make sure you're there on Thursday in the comments. Sorry, my voice just put Scoop to sleep. I didn't notice. You might have been looking wild. Your mouth might have been hanging open. That's your bad. But yeah, tune in on Thursday. Come and like talk to Chilla if you know. I'll be asking him about UK battles.
Talk to me, bro. He went on big Premier battles and called me out, fam. I'm on him for the rest of his life.
Okay.
The rest of his life.
All right, let me make a note.
For the rest of his goddamn life.
Hopefully his fee's not gone mad because of Champion of the Year.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but his fee's definitely gone up.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, yeah. Like, you know, one of them ones just like, yeah, I want to battle Chilla. Then I started watching him fuck everyone up, and I was like, this is not a good idea, bruv.
Yeah, like I didn't even consider that. Is that smoke that you want? Like,
hold on, wait. I say that in jest.
Okay, all right, fair enough. But listen, hold on. I'd say that.
Hey, bro, if you don't want it, it's okay, you know.
I'd say that to anyone. Right now, saying they want Chilla Jones. They're on their neck. I'd say, is that something you want? Like,
oh hell yeah! Like I would love to take up, but do you know why? Because I don't believe in taking battles because you think you're gonna win. I don't believe in that. I actually don't. That is not my philosophy.
To lose, yeah.
Like Chilla just those good battles. Like when he came over for Apex last time, he gave a list of 5 names and he picked Major Concerns. Bear in mind, Major Concerns had 4 battles or something like.
Yeah.
But he picked Major Concerns,
no matter how big he is or how whatever run he's on. And it shows.
Briggs, can you tell us who them other names were on the list, or are you not at liberty to say them other names?
Nah, it's not fair on the ones who said no to.
I tried it. Never mind.
Hey, Rivers, good question.
Yeah, Rivers been
almost. Almost. If Raptor was here and Briggsy was drunk, we might have got them names. But it's cool, man. Possibly.
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared to drink with them, man, for real.
Oh yeah, no, you need to be.
I'm genuinely
Nah,
scared.
bro. Hey, bro. Listen, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I need a wild like Raptor and Bobby Rex night in my life.
You don't.
Yeah.
You don't.
It sounds like one of those.
Briggs is shaking his head. No.
Is it not a bucket list thing, Briggsy? Just like maybe
sure?
half
Not bro, not even one night.
Gotta do it once.
Bro, one night, cuz.
Bro, mate, like if you get told you've got 12 months to live, yo, don't do it if you've got a battle the next day. I've been there.
Yeah, but obviously no battles. I wouldn't do it, bro. I would not do it around the battle.
You gotta like make a space of 3 weeks in your life and pick a random day within that 3 weeks to do this. You know what I mean? Like space on one side and space on the other side.
Bear in mind, your night out with Raptor is not a night; it's 3 days.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
Really?
and then you've got the
Them
week.
don't sleep, bro. They don't sleep. They don't sleep, fam. Yeah. So yeah, you do your thing, bro. They don't sleep, bro, and they're not letting you sleep either, fam. This is not, this is not what you want, bro.
And listen, there's no guarantee you're gonna wake up in England either.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. Like,
alright, cool. You know what? Forget it, innit?
Bro, don't beat. Remember when?
Nah, forget it. It's calm. Forget it.
Crash, any chance to go, Steve? Yeah, let's go then.
Why is Crash trying to send?
Any chance to send for Scoot? He does.
Hey,
any
bro,
chance?
Listen, I told Crash to shut up, man.
Shut up, Crash, said Villa.
Hey, Crash, yeah, I thank you, Jen. I'm tired of Crash now.
Tired of him, fam. Hey, if I didn't call him a goat herder, hey, for the rest of my life, that's the biggest thing I have heard ever, bro.
The day after that.
You're a goat herder.
After that, I was thinking about, trying to remember all the things that happened. And I remember, oh my God, Villain called Crash a goat herder. And I lost it.
You know that I went to work, yeah, and I started laughing to myself about that for no reason. I just sat there and started laughing at my desk.
That was me the next day.
Good man, a goat herder, fam.
Goat herder. Villa wants to open Pandora's box. It looks like it. It looks like it.
Hey, bro, I Crash put up £500 as well, man. Fuck you.
Villa's just got too much money, man. And he's just bored. He's got too much money.
You know, Jen, I'm not gonna lie, I ain't got 500 spend everyone in it. But like everyone I'm putting it on, I'm gonna win. So I'm up anyway.
Okay, I hear you. It's sort of
it's a guarantee. Do you know what I mean? If I say to you, put £500 up, and you say yes, and then you do it, and I beat you, that's £500 guaranteed. Like it's not like I don't need to have £500.
You're investing in his funeral.
Yeah, as long as you have it.
I could do that against Good. You know, he showed up without the 2 bills. Said to his brethren, "Yo, let me 2 bills quickly. I'll give it back to you. Give it back to you in about 30 minutes."
I scoops. That's what it is, cuz you know when you're sure to yourself, you know you're just like you're so rubbish. I can offer you £500 if you want to accept it.
Do you know what it is for me? Like, for example, this whole 5 bills of Crash. It's not even like, because I understand what you're saying as well, but it's not even just that. But me putting up 5 bills makes me want to kill you. Like this is what people fail to understand. I'm not putting up 5 bills to come and play with you. I'm putting up 5 bills to murder you off.
Bro, fam.
Listen, I'm willing to sponsor rappers that need the 5 bills, but you get me, like they ain't got it. I'm willing to put the 5 bills up for them and take my cut when they win. You get what I'm trying to say? Especially if I know they're gonna win. So that's to all rappers out there. You don't like Don King out here. I'll let me, bro. I'll put that money up for you. You get me? I'll take my fee. And minus my fee, you can get your winnings. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Rivers, hey, bro, do you want to go into business, cuz?
Hey, bro, listen, we'll talk offline, bro. We're going to talk offline and figure out how to just make this thing turn into something else, because I believe that there's people out here that want to bet, but they might not have the backing to bet. So we can provide that for them, for small fee.
No, you are. You're like Don King, bro. Yeah, it's funny to stay away from you, know, fam. You're like
listen, everything I know, I learned it from this guy there. Yeah,
which guy?
That's what I bro. He brought me to Manchester, so you know I learned from him.
I realize Oliver Twist and Fagin.
In my years in battle rap, I've never heard anyone say nothing bad about Briggsy. I'm talking even in terms of professionalism. It's like even like when I used to do Madness.
Nah, hey bro, Briggs is a prick. I'm not gonna lie.
I used to see man like go to Briggsy to be like, yo, I beg you sort this out for me. Because my man's moving mad. It was always he was always respected.
No, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Briggsy's a little bit of a goblin, yeah, because one time, yeah, Briggsy did this thing where he said, yo, like, yeah, they're booking me to battle in Newcastle, bro. Yeah, man, it's a free weekend, bro. I can't even lie, I ain't even got no bars, but I'm going up there anyway still. I said, yo, this is what Briggsy's doing out here, yeah? I don't know if that battle even went down or anything, but I wanted to come and see the madness.
Funnily enough, it was against Maverick.
Huh?
Funnily enough, it was against Maverick.
Oh, shit. See what I'm saying? But that weren't the Maverick we have today, but obviously Maverick's always been hard, innit? But fucking no. Was it a 2-on-2?
Yeah, me, Raptor, Maverick, Darpo, but Maverick backed out.
Pardon.
Okay.
To be fair, I didn't even confirm that battle. Raptor just got drunk one night, locked it in, and texted me saying we're battling in 3 weeks. And
Typical.
I was like, who against her? I don't know.
Raptor, bro.
Bro, then I seen the flyer come out saying Darpo and Maverick. No, I think Maverick had one
said
battle.
The flyer came out.
And I was like, bro, what am I doing here?
I've got so many.
Let me ask a question to all the battles before we wrap up.
Bro, hey, wait, Crash.
Crash, we need to wrap up soon. It's like 2:45.
What's Crash saying?
I'm gonna.
Crash is
saying. Let me ask a question to every battler. Yeah. What is the battle that you regret either taking or you regret how it went for each of you? I'll start with myself, innit? My battle that I regret is how I was in my dialect battle. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I made a good account of myself in it. So I think if I could change things, I'd go back and fix that up if I was to choose one. What about you, Scoot?
Boy, it's ironic you say dialect because that man that fucked me up. Listen, I ain't gonna you would sit here and lie, bro. Like, obviously, it was on like 10 days prepping it because I was supposed to battle you, but then he pulled out in it. So then it was one of those ones where, like, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad it happened. I'm upset with how it went. Because I won't lie to you, battling dialect showed me everything I needed to do because it was like raw. You can do all the punchlines, blah, blah. I spat 5 minutes of fire. But it meant nothing because none of it was really directed at him. I could have spat at anybody. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of those battles that when I left here, I was like, yo, like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. My own brethren was like, fam, you got fucked up. Like, he told me straight. Like, my brother, I'm in the car home and he goes, bro, you know, man, he stopped at the traffic light. He said, you know, my man wigged on you. Like, you know, he wigged on you. Like, you know, when that drops you, you're gonna hurt, innit? And I said, bro, shut up. And then,
you need them real friends, bro. You need them real friends.
The thing was, like, if you've ever been on the receiving end of a beating, yeah, you are praying some that nigga chokes. You're praying he chokes or something, yeah. Dialect was not choking, bro. He was going Super Saiyan on, man. Every fucking thing, man. Yeah? And then when he hit me with a blood pressure bar, yeah, I just wanted to leave the building, fam. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I just wanted to leave, because what face can you make? You're getting fucked up. Yeah?
Yeah.
It was like, and then when we finished the battle, he was like, you know, I don't even really like that. Blood, shut up, man, you prick.
I villain. What's yours? What's your one? And then we'll go to Briggsy.
I'd go back on.
The one you go either you regret how it is, or the one that you would like to put right. Even like if it's a battle you regret taking or something like that.
No. I'll say oops.
Oops, yeah.
Yeah, 100% oops.
Why would that? Why would you say that?
Yeah, because I was not mentally prepared for that battle, cause like everything was off about the battle. My mental state, just the way the battle happened, just how fast that, like, from coming into the venue and all of that. Like, obviously not like, no big on no worries on Briggsy and that, but like, yeah, I just wasn't ready for that thing, bro. Man battled in a jacket, cuz. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't rap in a coat, cuz. Like, everything about that battle for me was off, bro. Like I don't even know how I even got rounds out.
Did you get all your rounds off?
Yeah, but I choked at the start of the first.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was a long choke. It was like a minute choke or something. It was a long choke.
Oof.
Yeah, bro. It was terrible, fam. Terrible form. Absolutely terrible.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah, shambolic, bro. Shambolic.
All right, cool. Maybe you get a chance to put it right. All right, Briggs, we'll wrap up with you. What's yours? Because you've had a long cultured history in the game, so you probably got some old school ones that we don't even know about.
I got a dust up.
The obvious one's Mr. Ray, just because I respected him and actually wrote fire for him, but I just went and we
wasn't tall enough.
Put that up. But aside from that, you know, Cole J battle.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Wait. Why?
The battle turned out fire, but you know what it was with Cole J? We had beef outside of this, like outside of battle rap. Like it was literally like we was pretty much gonna fight the second we saw each other. Because of shit that went on. He moved to Manchester basically, and then I sorted him out with a few things when he moved up here because he hit me up because he didn't know, like he didn't have weed and all that sort of shit. So I boxed him off with stuff. And then I heard off a friend of mine that he was talking shit about me to someone, so it just kind of escalated from there. But then obviously Rowan being the promoter head sort of booked the battle. So I went into it thinking I'm going to slap him, which was the wrong approach to. So,
okay.
The second, what happened was me peak tapped him on the nose, but obviously I didn't know, I didn't feel the contact. So he said something in my face, and I thought he was like trying to provoke something to happen. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's where that sort of incident. But
I remember that still, you know.
I remember that one.
Get out my face, son.
What's good?
You sound like a Matt Puffer situation, man. So get out my face, son.
Bro, you know what it was? It was like,
it was very close to that, you know.
We was beefing, but like we kind of squashed it before. I just held him up because I don't like doing the internet shit. Me, I'm not going to jump on Twitter and Facebook and all that. So I just held him up and just said what it was, and then we sort of like squashed it. It was like, look, if we're going to do the battle, let's keep it sort of it is what it is, sort of thing. And then, when the peak hit him in the face, he said something like, I think he said like, "Get out of my face" or something. Oh, that's what I heard.
Yeah. That's what he said. Yeah.
Straight away, I've already got an issue with him anyway, so my defenses were like, "Yo, what are you talking to?" But it wasn't that at all. But it kind of knocked the sale out. I think the battle loads of people say they love the battle, but like from the performance of it, from my perspective,
it took you a little while to get back into your shit after that moment there. That's what was noticeable, innit? And then obviously it took away from the momentum.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I've still got my 3 rounds out and shit, but so much better if that wouldn't have happened because I would have in the pit. So, but Cole, I think that's Cole J's best performance. He fucking spazzed as well. Like I don't think I'd have beat him anyway. But yeah, man, I wouldn't mind a rematch if it happens in Anarchy anyway.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think you might have to get past rematch, you know. You might have to get past someone else before you can get to Cole J. So I don't know if that will happen for you, sir. But you know, good luck and everything, sir. You know. I wish you the best of that.
Yeah, let's finish on.
When they say he's finalist in a couple of months.
Oh shit! You're coming back every single semi-finalist. Finalist. Yeah. Get out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Jen. I'm gonna let you tomorrow, Jen.
Yeah, Jen's knackered.
Jen wants to sleep.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm done here now. I've got a big day tomorrow as well. I've got so much work to do.
By the way, before we go, Crash, suck yourself. Always. Carry on.
Yeah, standard. Had to come once. So everyone like, subscribe, all of that. Subscribe to Premier Battles. Go make sure you're tapped into Twitch on Saturday. Yeah, make sure you're locked in as to the it's not a private event going down Lonely's Chat 28th. There's a stream available soon. Wow, Rivers just left me to wrap up.
He bounced out.
He did his job. He did his job. He wound it up. He's like, I'm gone. I'm gone. Yeah,
no. Shout you about starting still. I'm gonna shout you later on in the week.
I thought he was going to say later on tonight. I was going to say no.
Whoa.
Hey, Briggsy, I need to
have to take it there. You always take it there. The minute Rivers jumps off the stream, you always take it there, Scoop. You see, I got your number. I got your number where you try to take it somewhere. The minute Rivers jumps off the stream, I don't know where you thought you were taking it, but you were lost, rude boy. I don't know where you think you were taking it, but you were lost. I don't know.
I think you got this out of context. Where was I taking it?
I don't know.
You see what it is, Tanya? You have such preconceived thoughts about me because I am fuckery in it. But yeah,
you are, and you make them faces. You make them suggestive faces. So it's like I'm going to make this. I'm going to allow her to give the opportunity to take me up on my face, the offer my face is making. And then I'm going to pull back and say, Jen, get your mind out of the gutter.
Yeah,
what are you getting at, Jen?
I think you're suffering from PTSD in it. Like, I know that I've caused some drama in it, but like, allow me in it. Like, I'm not always fucked up.
Yeah, I know you're not. Otherwise, you wouldn't be. You're not fucked up at all. You're not fucked up at all.
No, I am still. I'm not gonna lie. I have issues.
No, he is.
I am. Don't forget our last live in it. I am fucked up.
Yeah. Come on. You remember what you said about the homeless?
See, we didn't say it about me, and Anna had a lot to say about that because I don't take that. I don't take that shit. I don't play.
Bro, I'm not gonna let you go for that one.
Don't like the exploitation of the crackheads or the homeless. I'm not here for that. But I'm trying to wrap up. River's done a great job, and I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to say thank you everyone for coming on. Good luck, Premier Battles. Good luck, Briggsy, for in the tournament as a battler, and and well done for what you've done. And I hope things continue to just go off on the momentum that you've created and just get better and better. I'm sure they will. I'd love to have you guys on the show at some point to talk about it as well when things are not as calm, like maybe after next weekend, because I know this week is going to be build up, so that would be great. River's come back to say bye, bro. I was just saying goodbye. No, I'm literally just saying goodbye. I'm just wrapping up. I was saying thanks. Always have to say thanks to everyone to come on. Turn down your TV, bro.
Can't you hear yourself in the background and that?
Oh, is that me? I can hear Scoop. No, if I heard myself, I would have stopped instantly. I don't like that. But yeah, thanks everyone. Yeah, go on. Everyone, tune in next week to Sunday Roast.
Rivers, I'm gonna shout you quickly. I need to ask you that quick.
All right, good night.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, yo, Briggs, I need to hit you.
Briggs is
Where
gone.
is he? He's gone.